dry but want to keep binge watching televise? Sustain Complete creates a lubricating layer that temporarily locks in moisture for dry eye symptom relief. Moisturize.
When there's distance to gain, when you need more stability in the ring, then the purest ball strikers all play the same ball. It's time to switch. The 10-way TP5X, the ball you switch to.
Welcome to the Samwell B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
You're watching Sam Welby Experience.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome in. We got a hockey game going on right now, 1-1 Carolina and Washington, but we are getting set for the main event of the evening, the Vegas Golden Knights and some team, the Edmonton Oilers. This is going to be huge. A rematch from a couple of years ago. They're going to go toe-to-toe. This is going to be an absolute monster of a series. We're going to have so much fun with this series. I can't wait for them to drop the puck, but let's go around the table, say hello. What's going on? Sarcasm, how's it going? Stefan, what's shaking? Hayden, what's up? Dennis, welcome in. Mike, good to see you. Sweet, how's it going? Thank you, Sweet. Welcome in. Thomas, Mega, what's shaking? Rick in the house. Rick breaking the news. Kane's just tying it up. Welcome in, Rick. Onyx, how's it going? Todd, welcome into the party. Phil, good to see you. Welcome in, Phil. And of course, let me keep going. Daniel Barry in the house. Welcome in, Daniel. Hope you're doing well. Dan, how's it going? Oh, we got all the Dans and Daniels coming in today. It's not going to get confusing, but welcome in. Let's see how many more we can get. My kid hijacked my account. Welcome. Good to see you. Amelia, hello there. Welcome in. All right, let's get set to break it all down. Another Dan. Oh, we got two Dan S's. Two Dan S's. Welcome in. Both Dan S's. Welcome in the Bunny fan. Oh, this is going to be fun. OG, how's it going? Welcome in, Alex. Salut. Good to see you. Let's get crazy. All right, we're going to get set. Let's break this one down. Lost Anchor, how's it going? Welcome in. Now, this is going to be huge as these two teams renewing their hostilities. They met just a couple of years back. That's rematch 2 seasons ago, to be exact, from 2023. The games were fast. They were skilled. They were emotionally charged. They were physical. The Golden Knights ended up winning that best of 7 series in 6 games, springboarding to their first ever Stanley Cup. Connor, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm excited for this game. Big Oilers fan. Oh, Connor, welcome in. We are going to have an absolute party tonight. The Golden Knights, of course, winning that first one, going on to their first Stanley Cup, which was massive, taking down the very beat up and injured Florida Panthers. Stefan says, Sam, Onyx said he would donate to you on my behalf tonight. Oh, thank you, Stefan. We will. Onyx, it's so generous of you. You guys are awesome. Expect more of the same in this series. This series is going to be the same. And you know what? Connor McDavid says, we remember. We do not forget. They are not going to let it happen again. This, again, could be a legitimate heavyweight series going the distance with these two teams. Of course, Vegas had top spot in their division. Oilers were just a couple ticks back from the top spot, but it's going to be insane. It is going to be heated, and this could be a rivalry in the making. Kaylin, how's it going? Brendan, welcome in. Victoria, welcome in. Now, let's break it down. The Oilers, they're healthy. They're healthy for a change, right? They are set and ready to go. They've settled into this rotation. They're working through. Onyx coming in with the super chat. I'm not donating anything on behalf of Stefan. Oh, Onyx, that's amazing. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Cartoons, how's it going? Holy smokes. So the Oilers are healthy. They're rocking and rolling. They got a lineup that's moving. Connor McDavid is lighting it up. He's got 11 points so far, 2 goals and 9 assists. Draisaitl's got 10 points. They are crushing it. Now, the Golden Knights, they have a little bit of injuries, of course, on their top line. Dorfiev is out. He remains out and was injured in the third period of Game 5 against the Wild, listed as day-to-day. Who knows when he may stop in and return. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome in. And who else snuck in there? Kevin, how's it going? Numi, welcome in. Numi, I love your logo. That is awesome. Very, very cool. For Vegas, of course, again, dealing with those injuries, we're going to see how they can get it out and get it organized. Now, how is this game going to be played? Who's in first for the Oilers? Alex, how's it going? I believe most people in Quebec, Canada are cheering Oilers personally. I know Yanni Gord and his family and his wish both. It's going to be a hell of a series. Yeah, it is, Alex. And please send our regards to the Gord family. Vegas is at home tonight. Vegas is at home tonight. Let's get into these starting lineups for the Oilers. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Corey Perry. Corey Perry up along with McDavid and Draisaitl. We all know what Corey Perry can do. He's going to be that pest. He's not going to play every shift on this top line. They'll move him around, but he's going to be planted in front of the net. He's going to be hacking, whacking, and doing all that crazy stuff. Evander Kane is going to be with RNH, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Hyman. We got Trent Frederick with Adam Henrique and Connor Brown. Totally what's going on. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in. And then, of course, the last line, Pekozin with Janmark and Victor Arvidsson. On the D side, Nurse with Bouchard. We got Wallman and John Klingberg, Brett Kulak and Ty Emberson. And Calvin Pickard is going to get the start tonight. Pickard is starting. I wasn't sure if they were going to go back to Stuart Skinner or if it will indeed be Pickard, and it looks like Pickard is getting it going. Now, for the Golden Knights, Carlson is going to be with Eichel and Stone. We got Brennan Saad with Hurdle and Kolzler. We got Barbashev with Nick Waugh and Riley Smith, and then Tanner Pearson with Howden and Victor Olofsson. The D side is going to be Noah Hannafin and Alex Pietrangelo, McNabb and Shea Theodore, Nicholas Haig and Zach Whitecloud, and Aiden Hill is going to get the start. So Aiden Hill is going to be in there, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be Hill, see what Hill can do. Hill, he's one of our bright spots for Canada in the goaltending department. So let's see what he can do against this high-flying Oilers team. Total forechecking is the key for the Oilers. Alex, it's a great point. It is a great point. They do have to come in and forecheck. The defense of the Vegas Golden Knights are solid. So when this puck comes down, the Oilers forwards have to get that jump. They got to be moving in there quickly, banging and crashing. They got to pull out all the stops. Yeah, Brad, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Lots to talk about, some recourse coming out of the Toronto game from yesterday. But what a phenomenal game that was. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But those are the lineups. That's who we're expecting to see. As we mentioned, McDavid, 11 points so far, 9 of those 11 being assists. Evan Bouchard, we said with the injuries the Oilers had on defense, with Ekholm being out, Bouchard needed to have a big series, and he did. 4 goals there. Is Picard better than Skinner? You know what, Connor? It's a great debate. It is a great debate. Certainly in this playoffs, that has been the case. Skinner in his 2 losses, a 6.11 goals against average, 810 in the save percentage department. Picard is a 293 and an 893. So much better numbers than Skinner. Skinner has struggled, and we've seen that all season long. Skinner has struggled. But right now, they just got to put it beside them. They just got to put it beside them and keep on going. So I did want to clarify something. When I said the Oilers are healthy, we knew Ekholm was going to be out for a while. We knew Stretcher. It's not like they lost any players in the first round. So we knew Ekholm was not going to be in here. So when I say they're healthy, they were healthy through the first round coming in here. They got their lines cooking. It's not like they have to make that adjustment. But those are the goaltending numbers. Aiden Hill, on the other hand, is 4-2 with a 283 goals against and an 880 save percentage. Dan coming in with the super chat. I'm donating on behalf of Onyx. You guys are hysterical. Dan, thank you so much for the super chat. Everybody's donating for somebody else. And you know what's funny? Hey, BD, what's going on? Welcome in. I'll tell you what's funny about it. When you want to win championships, when you want to get things going, there it is. Number 1, what's going on? Welcome in. When you want to win championships, you can't play the game for yourself. You can't play the game for yourself. You need that extra motivation. LP, what's up? Darcy, how's it going? If you're a CFL fan, years ago the Toronto Argonauts won back when Damon Allen was the quarterback. And when Pinball Clemens was asked about the speech before the game, it was Damon Allen that stood up the locker room, and he turned to the person in the stall next to him and said, "I'm playing today to win for you. I'm playing today to win for you." They were playing to win for each other, and that's Onyx. Onyx, Dan are playing. They're donating for each other, and it's absolutely hysterical. We love it. CFL Brendan. So the Canadian Football League is the reference there. So it just took me back. You guys are donating for each other. These championship teams are playing to win for each other. Everybody is sharing the love. So this is going to be a high octane series. There's going to be a lot of intensity from both sides. From the Oilers, Hyman, he's got to keep it going. He's got himself 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. We need more performance from Zach Hyman in this series. Of course, Connor Brown has been excelling. Connor Brown, he's got 5 points, 3 goals. Connor Brown from the depth position getting the job done. Draisaitl only has 3 goals and 7 assists. Perry has chipped in a couple. Nugent Hopkins has 3 goals. He's been doing all right. Evander Kane is playing all right. They need to play a complete game against this Golden Knight team, because this Golden Knight team can be scary. Eichel's got 5 points, a goal and 4 assists. We know what Jack Eichel can do. Yeah, he's struggling a little bit, but hey, he's had 19 shots in this first round. 19 shots. The only Oiler that has more than 19 shots in the first series was McDavid at 23. So he's got 19 shots. That's huge. Thomas Hurdle's got 16 shots. Mark Stone has got 16 shots. Dorfedev, who's out today, he's got 18 shots. So these guys are shooting the puck. They're going to move it around. You need to get up on them and get up on them fast. Mega coming in with the super chat. I love that Sam is doing these Oilers streams for you. Mega, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the super chat. And big stick taps for all of the gifters here tonight in the chat, dropping those super chats early. Ulysses, how's it going? Welcome in. Rob, what's going on? Welcome in. So, again, Oilers, strong forechecking, but at the same time, they need to defend strong in their own end. They can't get out and start cheating to get down the ice quickly just to get on the forecheck. They need to make sure they are clearing things out properly, defending their own net. Al, how's it going? Welcome in. The Vegas Golden Knights, they are a powerful team. They are going to hit you with a lot of shots. They're going to hit you with a lot of body contact, a lot of physicality. I don't think it's going to be as physical as the Toronto series, but this is going to be a very fast series. You got to make good, smart decisions. We've seen these two teams play before. We know the speeds on which these two teams are going to play. So when you have that split second to make a pass, you cannot hesitate. These guys in this series need to let the skill do the trick. They got to let that muscle memory do the trick. If turnovers start getting high, you're going to get just sniped. Turnovers lead to goals, and that's something they cannot allow it to happen. Really hope the Oilers will impose a slow pace at first and surprise with explosive speed. You know, Alex, it's going to be tough because I think Vegas is going to come out and they're going to be moving things around real quick. So the Oilers, they may not get a chance, at least here in Vegas, to set that tone because Vegas is going to get the matchups they want. They're going to be able to dictate the pace of play. The Oilers are going to have to kind of figure it out, and the more puck possession time they have, that will allow them to then change what that pace is. Rick, how's it going? Welcome in. Each goal Florida scores without Stellaris is dishonorable. That's funny. We're going to see some AHL goalies brought up for Toronto. So they did bring one up already. Artur is there and ready to go. He, I assume, is going to be backing up. Void, how's it going? Welcome in. JDA in the house. Welcome in. David, hello there. Stuart Skinner, what's up? Go Oilers. Let's go. You're going to open more Tim's hockey packs? We can. I got them sitting here. I haven't taken them out of the box, but we certainly can do that. We'll see. We'll see how the night goes. From a special teams perspective, the Oilers, they've done all right on the power play. They're currently setting second amongst playoff teams at 38.5%, where Vegas is down at 6. Now, penalty killing is where the Oilers struggle. They're dropped to 16th place, I should say, 60%. Vegas is upwards around 6. In the faceoff circle, Vegas is second overall, second in the faceoff circle. They win a lot of draws, and while it doesn't necessarily have a direct correlation to a winner and a loser, the more faceoffs you win and in key situations, the better you're going to end up doing. From the goal standing department, goals for, the Oilers are first. Goals against, they are 15th. From the Vegas side, they are 10th and 8th, so middle of the pack. Hey, Paul, what's going on? Welcome in. If you get Evan Bouchard, can I have it? It depends if I need it or not. But listen, I hope Bouch is going to have a good game. We need Bouchard to have a good game. The Oilers D has to be solid tonight. We've seen the struggles. How can I put this delicately? Well, forget delicate. The Oilers' goaltending is not very good. Their tandem of Picard and Skinner is not who you think of when you think of Stanley Cup caliber goaltending tandems, right? They are not good. How do you make your goaltending better? By playing solid defense around them, by protecting them. Jack, how's it going? Welcome in. And of course, Leo, welcome in. I'm a Vegas fan. I'm biased. I rather trust Hill in net than Skinner and Picard. And Leo, it's a great point. You know, Aiden Hill, I think, is a much better goaltender. Aiden Hill is a solid goaltender. Hector, what's going on? Lizard, welcome in. Cottaging, how's it going? All right, let's take a moment. Let's address this. So I see lots of folks in the chat putting it in regards to Stolarz. So Stolarz, yes, he is in all kinds of not a good place right now. He took that puck off the face early on, which is what I think actually led to his concussion. If you watch after he took that puck to the face, he had that little shimmy shake, trying to shake it off, a sign of a potential concussion. Later on, Bennett comes across. He makes contact with the head, pushes down on the neck. No call on the play. Now, I've probably watched it 24, 3 dozen times from different angles, watched it over and over and over again. And we said it on the stream yesterday. I don't think Bennett got him with any type of serious force. He definitely made contact. It wasn't like we saw Ekblad on Brendan Hagel. There was definitely some contact, but I think it was some light contact. For me, it was more the fall down with the elbow kind of after pushing down on his neck. Whatever it is, about 10 or 15 minutes, he went to the bench. He was sick. He was throwing up. He was pulled to the game and then carted out and sent to the hospital for evaluation. So whatever it is not a good look situation for Stellaris. I think the league obviously reviewed this because they review everything. They kind of deemed the same. They feel the injury to Stellaris was suffered more on the original shot to the face mask and not so much the headshot. And it doesn't look like any disciplinary action coming to Sam Bennett. Bennett's hit way worse, some would say aggravated. So, Rob, I don't know. Again, there was definitely contact. I don't think it was hard contact. I think Stellaris was kind of already shaken up. Um, but I agree. Don't get me wrong. I'm not justifying what Bennett did. I still think he should have been suspended. I think the NHL player safety department had a real opportunity here and they blew it. We saw in round one, and the Oilers fans, you know it. How many times have we seen guys getting cross-checked in the head, cross-checked in the face multiple times with no calls, no penalties? The NHL player safety department had an option here. A goaltender takes a shot to the back of the head, should have been assessed a penalty, should have been assessed a suspension. This is the third year concussed one Nyes 2 years ago. Yeah, and it's funny. The Nyes hit, I thought the Nyes hit where Bennett took him down was far worse and more impactful than when he did to Stellaris. Same, the shot, I think, to Marchand was far worse than what he did to Stellaris. I think if it was any other player other than Sam Bennett, we wouldn't be talking about it as much. I really believe that. We'd still be talking about it, but not as much. Water, how's it going? As much as I would like to blame a Panther, it didn't seem overly. Yeah, no, see, I agree with you. They're on vacation. Yeah. By my own experience, if you push the face off between defense, you go 5 to 6 seconds to score. If you get that push for sure. Andrew, how's it going? Welcome in. So Wall is going to be our new goaltender. Well, new goaltender. Wall's been around. Wall is going to get this one done. And listen, what Wall's going to do, Wall is going to do. He's going to be solid. They're going to let him do his game. I have no lack of confidence in Joseph Wall. Wall, yes. Did he give up 2 goals in 2 minutes to start the third period? Yes. Were they both his fault? No. They weren't great goals. It was bad team defense that led to those goals, and it is what it is. So hopefully he'll be better. The issue I have with the play more than the hit itself was the fact Brendan Carlo was right in front of the net and did absolutely nothing about it. Brendan Carlo right there in front and did absolutely nothing about it. That's my problem. Didn't Bennett do the same thing to Roman Josi near the end of the season? He could, Phil. I'm not sure. The one thing that did happen, though, right at the buzzer, Kachuk went to swipe the leg of Mitch Marner, went to take Marner out. So there was a lot of cheap stuff happening right at the buzzer of that game. Let's see what game 2 is going to bring tomorrow. Game 2 is going to be absolutely insane. We're going to be here tomorrow for game 2, and it's going to be an absolute party. All right, the Vegas Golden Knight helmet is making its way down onto the ice. The players are going to get ready to come in. This is one thing I got to say about Vegas. They do put on one heck of an introduction. They put on one heck of a show, which is pretty darn good. Streamlabs isn't working tonight. Maybe try. Thank you, Onyx. Yep, we will do that. Every once in a while, it does kind of fall asleep on us. So let me give it a little refresh and we'll give it a little reboot. All right, there we go. Just give it a moment, and hopefully now that will kick back in, and that will get things up and running. All right, let's switch over. Well, they're just coming on the ice. Let's switch over. Let me break down what you're going to see tonight. All right, so we're going to get things set up here. We're going to be ready to rock. Okay, so down below me here, scoreboard, right? Obviously, scoreboard. Right up top, this big window here, you're going to see all the shots, where they're coming from, where the goals are being scored from. Are they using the point? Are they jamming the net? Are they shooting from the circle? This will tell you everything you need to know. Down here by the elbow, if we give it the little elbow here, This is going to show you where the play is moving, who has possession, where the puck is going. This is going to be a little bit ahead of the actual broadcast because it's real time where the broadcast is on a little bit of a delay, yada, yada, all the fun TV stuff. But this is going to give you what you need to know. Down over on the far side, right now, where it lists the goaltenders, that is going to tell you who's on the ice and what their stat lines are. So if you come in and you see Draisaitl, it'll tell you how many points he has, how many minutes he's been on the ice, so on and so forth. So you'll be able to put all the information together and along with the play-by-play and understand exactly what is going on here on the ice. So as you are coming in, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button for us, get things set to go. And don't forget, hit that subscribe right up here. Hit that subscribe. Let's see. Can we get to 650 tonight? That's our goal. It's a lofty one. How close to 650 can we get? Is there a better chance to win if the Oilers play at home? Connor, yes. I think the Oilers have a better chance at home because they get the matchups they want. The matchups are going to be absolutely key. And the Oilers are going to have to make some quick changes. They're going to have to see how things come on. And now, can we switch it up? Rob, let's do it. Rob, if we can make that happen, I will be dancing a jig. We will be partying like no other. But hey, I'm hoping to have that. Let's get to 650. Let's get it going. All right, we're going to get this. I got to turn my volume up. Let's bring this in as the party is about to get started here in Vegas. Holy smokes, the lasers are going, the smoke is going.
Performed tonight by Lene Myers.
And they're going to jump right into the anthems.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Nice job.
Thank
Very
you,
nice
Lene
job.
Myers. Fans, please remain standing for the U.S. national anthem performed by Golden Pipes Carnell Johnson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. That guy is phenomenal.
Younger fans may
Wow, absolutely phenomenal. Two great renditions of the anthems. Now it's time to go. It's time to play. Let's get jiggy with it. As you're coming in, welcome in, keep tapping that thumbs up. Holy smokes. That was unbelievable. Big shout out to that guy. He was phenomenal. That's how you get a hockey game pumped up and ready to go. The lights are on. Hill is locked and loaded. Picard is set to go. He's got his little walkie-talkie with him in case he needs to radio the Enterprise. But Captain Picard looking to get it done against the Canadian Aiden Hill. Brian, what's going on? Just a bat boy. How's it going? Both are hard to sing well. Nice range. Very nice range. Absolutely spectacular. Very impressive anthems. All right. Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, it's time to say we're not friends. We're going to war. We're going to do battle. Let's do it. Alexandra, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's go. Off the draw, first puck is going to go to the Vegas Golden Knights. They're going to come away with first possession, bringing this one down into the Oilers' side of the ice. Quick dump in around behind the net. Nurse going to watch it go forward in the middle. Here's a quick shot. Picard has to make a tough stop as it came right to Eichel. And Eichel just teed off on it right in the middle of the ice. A nice save here early. Wow. The puck just took a Vegas bounce. A nice little tip pass right to the hash mark. And he didn't get all of it, but he got enough on it. And Picard had to jump down. Quick strike there by Vegas. Trying to better the Nylander. Willie yesterday scored 33 seconds in. Eichel tried to beat that here tonight. McDavid in to take the draw. He's going to win this one back. Oilers putting it cross ice on the move. Corey Perry bringing it in, turning it over, and Vegas putting it right back down. Nurse going to go behind the net over to Bouchard. Bouchard, long cross ice pass. Oilers, Draisaitl. He's going to carry up the middle. Draisaitl into the zone. A little dump back pass. Here's McDavid with a shot right on, and just like that, less than a minute in, both goaltenders taking their first shots. Holy cow. That was absolutely wild. Two big shots coming in. Beauty. Absolute beauty. McDavid coming right in, and he, when McDavid gets that much time to shoot, you got to be careful. Sight Guy, how's it going? Welcome in. Not so much. I mean, I am Sight Guy, but I'm just a hockey fan, and this is one not to be missed. Josh and Jade, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's go. Imagine Picard ends up a better goal. Lizard, it's possible. So far, he has been. Vegas off the draw, going to bring this one back. Long pass up the middle. That's going to miss. Down in the corner, Picard is going to send it around. Vegas there first. Here's another shot. Hits a leg and goes wide. This coming to the corner, tipped out. Edmonton trying to run it down. Cross ice pass right on Hill, and he's going to stop it and hold on to it again with Hyman right there coming in. Holy smokes. So actually it's Picard. Picard is the goaltender tonight for the Oilers. So Picard is in. Skinner is the backup goaltender. It's Aiden Hill for Vegas. So Picard and Hill going toe to toe tonight. Off the draw, this down in the Vegas, in the Edmonton zone. Vegas going to bring this one in, spinning around on the boards, trying to cut this one through. Nugent Hopkins up on his man. RNH trying to peel it away. He needs some help. He's struggling. He's got Vegas draped all over him. Cannot get this one going. Captain Picard from Star Trek. It's a Star Trek reference. Amelia, you're very welcome. But not that Picard, right? Not that Picard. Oh, we got a high stick. Hurdle is holding the face. He's got the hand up on the eye. Hurdle's going right to the bench. So Hurdle is out. Is this going to be our first penalty of the game? Where's the replay? It was a big board battle, and Nugent Hopkins, the blade of the stick, gets up in the face of the Vegas player. And it just goes down. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Oh yeah, he's cut. He's cut just here, right over here. He's cut and bleeding quite nicely. So that's going to be a 4-minute power play for the Vegas Golden Knights. Now they're going to review it. They are going to review it. This is something they do. I actually like that they do this. They issue the 4 minutes. They then go put on the headsets, look at the iPad, do a little review, but he was clearly cut here. Now, the only thing they're going to look at to see was it the Oilers stick or the Vegas player stick, but I'm fairly certain from the replay they just showed this is the Oilers stick. Can we not have another first-minute call? Nope, they got to hang on. So where is it? Yeah, it's definitely Nugent Hopkins stick that clips him.
The ruling on the ice is confirmed. 93 for Edmonton gets a 4-minute penalty for high sticking.
4 minutes, high stick. So that's not how you want to start a game in the first round or the first game of the second round. Nugent Hopkins going to sit for 4 minutes or less. Holy smokes. And this is not like Nugent Hopkins. This is not something we normally see here by Nugent Hopkins. So don't like this at all.
And we'll play the same way. Huge penalty kill coming up for Edmonton right now early in this first period.
This is going to be dumped all the way down. This back around. Vegas starting to move it up. Vegas on the move.
Which he's usually the guy right in that bumper position. He's been excellent all year long for the Vegas Golden Knights in that spot. Henry running the D zone draw. The Oilers getting a length of the ice.
Over the line, Vegas breaking it in. Picard going to stop it. He's going to hang on to it. Hang on to it. Get things back in play. Edmonton needs to be very careful here on this power play. They need to really settle down. Dallas, how's it going? Welcome in. David, hello there. Not sure if I said hello to you, but welcome. Welcome in, everybody. Off the draw, Vegas bringing it back. Starting to work their power play unit. Back to the line. Cross ice. This could get dangerous. Vegas shooting. Oh, wait. Did this go in? It hit the post. The referee's going to call a goal. It's in. So as we're saying, this is getting dangerous. Just like that. Vegas puts it in. I think William Karlsson is going to get the credit. Is he going to get the credit? He's there in front. Eichel goes around behind. Picard was set. The shot comes. Yes, tip in number 71. William Karlsson gets his stick on it. That's going to go off the leg, and this is in. Holy smokes. Big time tip. Big time tip. So 1-0 Vegas, and they still have 2 minutes to go on the power play. Vegas strikes first and 2 minutes, so that takes the first 2 minutes off the board. We now go to the second 2 minutes. Vegas still on a power play, looking for more. Bringing this one down into the Oilers zone. Down around at the side, McDavid going to pinch up on his man. This going to work through. Back in the slot, they can't come up with that. My feet is all fuzzy. All of a sudden, it's impossible to see the numbers on these jerseys. Vegas backing it up in their own zone. Hannafin going to move it up. Over the line, Vegas getting in here, going to drop it back. Here's a long pass up the side. Looking, nobody in front of the net. Vegas got to curl around to the half boards, back to the point. Continuing to cycle. Back over, taking it in the skates. Oilers going to clear. It's a 2-on-1, shorthanded. Here comes Edmonton. Up over the line. He passes. Oh, and he flew the pass. And it's going to be deflected up and out of play. I believe that was Janmark. It was. He was flying down the wing, a 2-on-1 with a great opportunity. He should have shot it, but instead he tries to pass it over, and it was just a little too far away. Holy smokes. A nice try, though. A good attempt. A nice little feed. Didn't get the saucer, and it's deflected up and out of play as Frederick was right there waiting to fire. Oilers going to keep this one down. 1 minute to go. Sarah, how's it going? Welcome in. He totally should have shot that one. This is going to be down in the corner, picked up, and the Oilers going to send this one all the way down the ice. Carolyn, how's it going? Welcome in. 16 and a half minutes to go. Thank you so much, Matthew, for the follow. Riri, welcome in. NBA fan, welcome in. There's another shot, and that's going to be stopped by Picard. He's going to hang on to it. Picard is busy. Busy. But he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He let in one, but that's okay. He's trying to stand up and be tall. So Carolina and Washington, they're going to overtime. Carolina and Washington going to OT. Hey, Dan, welcome in. Beverly, good evening. Welcome in. Dustin, hello there. Red, welcome in. Here's another shot by Vegas. That's going to go just wide. This in the corner. Vegas back to the point. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Eichel down low, trying to work this around the other side. Stone in front. Here's a shot that's going wide. And that's going to go up and out of play. 17 seconds to go. Oilers hanging on. Vegas was able to strike. They were able to get one in here early. Oh boy. Game is moving. He-Man's data, what's going on? Bad start. Yeah, it was a power play goal, though. It was a power play goal. And it was a deflection, so I don't blame Picard on that one. Oilers going to get this one to the line. Now it comes out. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Of course, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins took a 4-minute for high sticking. Down in front, the Oilers going to clear, and that's going to do it. Going to kill it off. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. So Vegas had 4 minutes. They were able to strike once, and they were able to pick up 5 shots. Vegas going to dump this one in over the line. Oilers stealing it. Going to be popped up. Vegas is fighting. They're going to steal it away. Coming around. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Welcome in. Yes, Kulak. He's in there for the Oilers. Here's a shot that goes wide side of the net. Vegas pushing. Charles, how's it going? Welcome in. Stu Kulak? I don't know who Stu Kulak is, but Brett Kulak is from the Oilers. This down around in front. Vegas is pressing. Finally, the Oilers going to pick it up. They're going to look to spin it around. Now they're going to bank it off the boards and down the ice. Not enough for icing. Vegas turning around. McNabb. Long pass up. Oilers going to steal. A little flip pass coming through. Where's the holding there on Arvidsson? He got a little pullback on the shoulder. And Arvidsson goes heavily into the boards as Aiden Hill going to stop and hang on to this puck. Good pace. Very feverish pace. But we're only getting a few moments of 5-on-5 hockey as the Oilers just had 4 minutes in the box. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us here for a fun night of hockey. If you're just coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe as well. We're here just about every single night calling games, so we'd love for you to hang out with us. Tomorrow is the Leafs and the Panthers round 2, game 2. And here's a shot off the draw. The Oilers hit the post. Holy smokes, off the draw. Frederick ding the iron. This coming around at the side, trying to pull this one through. Oilers trying to center. They can't. Now here's a turnaround pass. Kane putting it in the slot. And Vegas going to pick this one up. I can't believe they hit the post just like that. Oilers going to steal again, and it's going to be Bouchard. He's going to work this to the middle of the ice, bringing it in the zone. Do the Oilers still have a chance? Connor, they do have a chance. They have a very good chance. This down around behind. Vegas, White Cloud playing it to the line, held in here by Nurse. Back around behind the net. Kane is chasing it. He's hanging on. White Cloud is bumping up on Kane. Comes to the side. Oilers working it around behind the net. Sweet. It is going to be so exciting tomorrow. I can't wait. Here's another shot. Kane in front trying to jam it in. Hill had that pad flush against the post, and it comes in the slot, and the Golden Knights going to clear this one all the way down. Oh, wow. What a flurry there. What a flurry there. Andrew, I don't think so. I'd be surprised if he was back tomorrow. Here's Draisaitl coming through. I think we're going to see Wall tomorrow. Here comes Vegas again over the red line into the Edmonton Oilers zone. Carrying it across as Carlson takes a shot. That's going to be blocked and not down. Mark Stone giving credit with the goal. I wonder if that's going to get changed because I'm pretty sure Carlson tipped it in. Down in front, and again, Picard is going to hang on to this one. LP. Yeah, I hope Stoley's okay. Hope Stoley's going to be okay. I think they're going to go to the commercial break, but right off the draw, a shot rings the iron, and that absolutely nailed it. What an incredible shot. But ding, I don't care which team you like. Anytime that puck hits the goalpost as flush as it is, that ping sound, oh, it's so good. It's like one of those sounds that it doesn't matter who you're rooting for, where you are, what game you're watching. Heck, you could be watching a house league game. You hear that ping of the iron and it's an instant reaction. Knights are an incredible squad. Kevin, they are. I can't say that too much because I still have to hold up the facade of how I hate Vegas, but they are a very good team. They are an absolutely solid squad. And it's going to take a lot from this Oiler team to win. It is going to take a lot from this Oiler team to win. Do they have what it takes? Absolutely they do. They have a lot of goal scorers. They have, if they can even get some decent goaltending, they're going to have a chance. I wasn't myself last night in bed. I was asleep and then I woke up listening to the radio. Oh, Andrew, yeah, it made a lot of people angry. Sam is too scared to scream the Canes because he doesn't want much overtime streams. Hayden, there you go. You got me. Tie game. Yeah, Alexandra, let's get this one tied up. We're going to be watching overtime over the shoulder. We're going to keep an eye. It's about 17 and a half minutes to go in that first overtime. We had a great overtime game a couple of nights ago, double OT. The Jets game, holy smokes, wasn't that something? Wasn't that something? All right, coming back from commercial break. They're going to get things back set up. I suspect it'll be a few days. Ulysses, we hope you feel better, buddy. We hope you feel better. Need to get that one going. Need to get everything sorted out for you, my friend. So that's a nasty cut there under the eye of Hurdle, a big gash. All right, face off in the Oilers zone. Vegas can't win this one back. Oilers putting it around behind the net. They're going to look to try and move this one ahead. They get it to the line and now out through the neutral zone. Vegas going to turn it right back around and going to dump it in. Here comes the chase. Something both these teams are looking to play very well here in the early moments. Saad couldn't come up with it. Oilers now flipping it down into the Vegas corner. Here comes the Oiler forecheck. They're going to get in here, stealing it right in front with a shot, and that's going to go wide. Oilers coming that close again. Back around at the side. Adam Henrique buzzing around that front of the net. It's going to be pulled out. Back to the point. Oh, they can't hold it in, and this is going to come all the way down. Oilers back to regroup. Here comes Kulak. Kulak going to set it up. Waiting behind as I'm sure they're making some lineup changes. 6 shots apiece now. Long pass up the middle to Bouchard. He's going to play it over. Edmonton coming in, spinning around far side. Down trying to center it for Arvidsson. That doesn't connect. Couldn't hit it. Janmark trying to get to Arvidsson. Vegas going to put this up the middle. Oilers, they did not keep it in. It came out over the line. They got to tag up. And the Canes win it in overtime. Yes. Canes win it in overtime. That makes me so happy. Thank you for that subscribe. Even though I personally couldn't care about either one of those teams, I want the Canes to win. Bert, how's it going? Welcome in. Here's a shot right on. Hill going to take that one off the chest. They're going to keep going. Our Marietta Grease 2 references. LP. Grease 2 references. I got to tell you, I don't think I could spot a Grease 2 reference if it slapped me in the face. Oh, they're going to go to another little picture-in-picture break here. Good pace. We knew this pace would go really, really good, and it has been. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe, by the way. I appreciate it. Keep those subscribes going. Let's go to 25. Let's go to 25. Hill doing the little stretch over the back of the goalpost there, over the crossbar. Face off in the Vegas zone. Oh, thought they were gonna wave some folks out of the zone. They do not. Draisaitl loses this one. Vegas around behind the net. Here's a little flip up and down the ice. And Edmonton gonna kick it in the feet. They're gonna move it around. Behind the net, long pass there from Wallman. Over across, Perry sending it. Vegas working it up. Here comes Connor McDavid trying to go to Draisaitl. He's offline. They're going to have to tag up. Somebody needs to remind Draisaitl the puck has to go in first. Here comes Vegas. Pass is going to hit them in the back of the foot. Not a good pass. Both teams struggling with the passes. Here comes Edmonton back in. Cross-ice pass. Hits another leg. This is going to be turned. Vegas bringing it out again. Here comes Vegas. A little drop pass in the high slot. Curling, shooting, scores. Mark Stone. Well, darn it. Mark Stone with a nice little deke, and he comes right up the middle. And did he get? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got the goal. Oh, Leon, Uncle Leon just caused that offside. Oh, it was Eichel. Eichel that came up. He drops it back to Stone. Stone, a nifty move around Corey Perry and fires it through. Oh my goodness gracious. Stone, just nice move. Perry sprawling across, and Stone buries it. And darn it, I was going to take Stone in my picks, and I think I changed it. I'll have to double check. So it's 2-0 Vegas. 2-0. We talked about, hang on, here they come again. Another shot going to be knocked down. We talked about how the Oilers' defense and goaltending needed to be solid. So far, it is not. Here comes Vegas again. Mark, what's going on? Welcome in. Cycling around behind, Vegas bringing it back to the point. Nobody there. It continues all the way down the ice. Golden Knights regrouping in their own zone. Long pass, deflected in. The chase coming. Here comes the forecheck. Big hit there by Tanner Pearson. Where's McDavid? Somebody call McDavid. Here's a shot. Nice stop. Back to the line. Oilers holding it in. Nurse putting it over to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Nurse. Nurse to the faceoff dot. He shoots. I don't know why he shot because that was way wide. Oilers backing it up. They're regrouping. Eichel picking up the assist there. Where did the Oilers get defense and goaltending? When did they get worth the darn? Yeah, no fooling, eh? Oilers trying to steal. Vegas slowing it down. They're going to back this one up. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe 2-0 Vegas. Dumped right back down. Picard is going to stop it. Theo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Seems back to normal. None of that crazy Sammy mayhem. Not yet, Theo, but you never know. There's always a chance. We all go a little mad sometimes. That's Skeet Ulrich. Down in the corner. Penalty coming up here. Stick to the face of Barbashev, and the Oilers going to go again for high sticking. Barbashev is kind of feeling his ear, looking for blood. He's trying to draw color, as they say in the wrestling world. And it looks like it's going to be another Oilers penalty, and it's going to be a high sticking call. 2-0 Vegas as they go to commercial break. Calvin, how's it going? Welcome in. 2-0 Vegas. Slavin got the goal. Joey, thank you so much. Slavin got the goal to win it for the Canes in overtime. Hallelujah. Thank you, Slavin. Oh my goodness. That makes me feel so good. So good. I appreciate Jacob Slavin so much more. But right now we need this Oiler team to regroup. We need them to regroup and regroup fast. Coming up at intermission, we know intermission is still about 9 minutes away. But we got some hockey cards we're going to open up. We saw requests to do more. We're going to do more. We're starting to run out. It's about time. This box has lasted like a month. But we're going to open some more cards, and we're going to go over all the stats of these games and get things set up and ready to roll. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Again, don't forget to hit those like buttons, click those hearts, hit those follows, hit those subscribes, all that stuff. Why are things actually getting called in this game? Amelia, it's so bad. The inconsistencies game to game are so bad. Like, a rule is a rule. A rule is a rule. Can we not just call the rules the way they're meant to be called? And I understand that means we're going to get a lot of penalties in every game. But when you enforce the rules, people start actually following them. I don't know about you where you live in your areas, but if you know, on the side street, if you go out to the stop sign, you probably see a ton of cars blowing past that stop sign, not stopping. Well, all of a sudden, if you start putting speed cameras up or have a police there doing some spot checks, pulling people over, people start to stop. Not a lot, but it works. If the referees start calling the rules the way they're meant to be called, it would fix the situation. And this was actually Hannafin's stick. Upon review of the replay, Hannafin's stick came up and caught Barbashev. So this was not Frederick. This should not be an Oilers penalty. It was Vegas' own player's stick that came up. So basically, Sam, rules were made. Exactly, Sarah. Exactly. Rules were written to be broken, and that's what the officials go by. So no penalty. The referees have a meeting of the minds, and they realize, nope, it was Vegas's own stick. And here we go, 5-on-5 hockey. Off the draw. This one being pulled around. Oilers in the corner. McDavid tries to center it. Kane is there. Draisaitl's there. They can't get it. And the Knights going to work it out through the middle of the ice. Back down over the line. Here comes Vegas. Long shot. That's going to go just wide as Eichel coming close. Oilers 3-on-2. Over the line. Draisaitl. He's going to spin around. Drop pass coming right up the middle. Shoot that. Shoot that. Shoot that. Oh, my goodness. They're going to backtrack. Klingberg. Oh, it's John Klingberg, of course. Of course. This back along. Klingberg going to keep this one in again. Now Vegas going to look it up. Going to head man up to Eichel. Eichel over the line. He's going to carry. Didn't go over to Carlson, who was breaking to the net. This down around in the corner. Vegas steals it away again. Way to go. Way to go, Oilers defense. Oilers going to play this in the middle of the ice. Nice little hit there. And Vegas regroups the puck. Going to work this through. Long pass up on the far side, tipped in. Picard is out to stop this one, setting it up for Klingberg. We used to have, when John Klingberg played on the Maple Leafs a couple of years back, we had the John Klingberg What the Hell Are You Doing award. We might need to reinstate that back here for this series. This is going to be dumped in behind the net. Oilers getting in there. Forecheck comes. Little slip and a fall. But Pokozin in there real fast. Arvidsson in there as well. Arvidsson falls now. Pokozin battling in there. And it's going to be Whitecloud taking away the puck. Playing it up off the boards. And Vegas going to work it up to the red line. Into the zone, but Vegas is going to be offside. We talked in the beginning of the game, we talked about the matchups and how important the matchups need to be. And this is something right now where Vegas is exploiting. Vegas is getting the matchups they wanted to get, that they needed to get. And they're doing a really good job. They're getting lots of opportunities bringing this puck in the Oilers zone. Shots are still close. Oilers are actually ahead 8-7, but I think the Vegas Knights have had better quality shots on net so far. Face off outside the Oilers zone. Oilers going to win this one. Nurse over to Bouchard. Bouchard sending it all the way down the ice. Hyman trying to tip it in the corner. Couldn't get it in deep. Now here comes Nugent Hopkins. He's going to play it down. Hyman can't pick this one up. RNH going around the other side. Here comes Kane with a bump. And the Knights are able to work this one out. They're going to get it out and all the way down the ice. The only good thing about Klingberg's time in Toronto. Right, Hayden? Oh, my goodness. Oilers taking it away. Going to work it up. Sam, what's going on, buddy? When I'd have to double check. I don't recall off the top of my head. This coming down the ice again. Vegas on it, working towards the net. Picard with a little stop there. Does exactly what he needed to do. So he came over as part of a trade. Let's see if we can... He was traded on August 18th, so last summer. This coming around, this is going to be pulled up, back down. Vegas going to work it through. Back around. Here they come again. Vegas into the zone. A little step pass play. Back through is Tanner Pearson. Going to drop it back. Long shot goes wide. Racing to the other corner. Oilers can't get there. Hey, Ben, what's going on? Here's a long shot that's going to sail wide. 6:16 to go. 6:16 to go. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Long shot Oilers. Quick stick and a knock it into the corner. Back around behind the net. And the Oilers kind of waiting, having a breather. Slowest line change in NHL history. Holy cow. Finally, the new players come on. Draisaitl and McDavid. Each of them are cutting up. Long pass to McDavid. McDavid over to Bouchard. Gets it back. McDavid with speed. Turning the corner. He tries to swing it in front. Can't. Vegas doing a nice job to block that pass. The best thing about Klingberg. Exactly, Jonathan. The Klingberg Award should be an NHL award. They should do it at the Player Awards every year. The nominees for the John Klingberg What the Hell Are You Doing Award. Back down in front over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, side of the net on the near side. Back to the point. Bouchard playing this one back into the corner. McDavid, he's fighting on it. McDavid, one hand on the stick. What great control. Back around behind the net to Corey Perry. He can't get it. Bouchard is there. Bouch sending it down low. Perry rotating it around. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in, Dark Horse. Here's another shot going wide. Holding this one in, Nurse over to Draisaitl, miss him with that pass. I cannot stand Darnell Nurse. Klingberg was so bad, he couldn't win his own award. LP, that's awesome. No popcorn tonight. You can have some jam. There you go. Get the jam going. Here comes Arvidsson. Arvidsson going to pick it up. He's going to flip this one in the corner. Oilers forecheck has to come in. Hill is out. Oilers going to cut it off temporarily. Kulak going to play it around behind the net. Oilers got to get it towards the front of the net, though. Arvidsson behind. He spots in front. Here's a nice play. Shot at the side of the net from Pokozin, and he almost put it in. Now the fists are flying. We got a little dust up in the corner here. Some glove punches going back and forth as 4 Vegas Golden Knights surround 2 Oilers there. And it looks like 2 of the smaller Oilers at that. But the emotions are starting to boil up. Holy smokes. Love it. Yeah, Darnell Nurse. You know, he runs his mouth a lot. He drives me so nuts. He's the biggest hypocrite. But the Oilers, Pokozin almost strikes. Hill was up against that post, putting all his weight, not allowing it to come in. And a good job. The Oilers are showing some fight. The Oilers are showing some fight, and that's what they got to do. That's just what they got to do. 2-0 Vegas. That's right, 2-0 Vegas. Holy smokes. But we knew Vegas was going to come out this way, right? We knew Vegas was going to come out and play crazy. And if you missed it earlier, the Carolina Hurricanes won in overtime against the Washington Capitals. Now, if you want to know my picks, my predictions for all the series, we did post a video the other day. You can go to our main YouTube page. It's currently set as the trailer page, or go watch that video specifically. Feeling froggy, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome in. Robert, how's it going? Let's go Vegas. Vegas is playing really solid right now. Really solid. They're starting to come back down to reality a bit. They were up in the face-off percentage. Face-off percentage is now a little bit more equal. Shots are pretty equal, but Vegas has the points where it matters. 2 up on the scoreboard. Bill, what's going on? Welcome in. Oilers squeak past the Kings. Vegas too strong. Remember I said stars were real? Do you think touching a Leaf goalie will spark mayhem? Hey, yeah. Bill, it definitely will spark mayhem, and you called it. You said the Stars were for real. And, you know, I'm mad that I switched my pick because I originally went with the Stars. I've been sleeping on the Stars for the last couple of years, and this year I'm like, you know, Colorado, potential of Landeskog coming back. They're on a roll. Not a big fan of their goaltending, but they have the talent. And I convinced myself Abs were going to take that series. And, of course, what happened? Boom. Stars just did it. It was amazing. It was amazing. All right. They're coming back from that commercial break. Oilers need to find that score and touch. Yes, we're going to open the packs at intermission. We're going to open those packs up at first intermission. We'll talk about all the stats and all the stories and all that fun stuff. You guys suck at drifting. That's amazing. Let's go, Knights. This down around the corner. Pearson putting it in front. And the Vegas Golden Knights almost strike again. And we got another whistle here. 4:15 to go as the puck did hop up at a play. Colorado must have huge regret. Oh, huge. And you know, Ninja, it's funny because they traded him specifically to an East Coast team so they wouldn't have to worry about this situation happening. And when Carolina couldn't get the deal done, they're like, ha, ha, ha. Joke's on you, Colorado. We're going to send them right back. And so funny the way it worked out. But Rantanen, 4 points in the last game, in Game 7, 4 points in Game 6. The hat trick in the third period. I mean, he was just a beast, an absolute beast. This dump back down in the corner. FPE in the house. Welcome into our partner channel, the Bear Shark from the Florida Park Explorers. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you here. If you like yourself some merch from the Florida Parks, some snacks from the Florida Parks, or just like shopping, you gotta check them out. The Florida Park Explorers are where it's at. All right, let's go. Face off. 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of the netminder. Picard. He's getting things set up and ready to rock. If you had to choose Nurse or Marchand, oh, Jonathan, you're killing me. Off the draw. Here's a long shot. That one deflects just wide. Thank goodness I don't have to answer that. The play is in question. The play is moving. Vegas working through. Down the side, Oilers going to rip it out. This is going to be no icing. They waive the icing. If you had to choose Nurse or Marchand, who you taking? Oh, this back around in the corner. Oilers going to pick it up. Oilers, long pass up the middle. Here come the Oilers in over the line to Connor McDavid. McDavid to Corey Perry. He scores! Corey Perry, you still got it. You still got it. I can't stand Corey Perry, but he puts it in, gets the Oilers on the scoreboard. What a heck of a passing play. What a great passing play. Long cross-ice pass to Draisaitl, to McDavid, to Perry. Perry wraps it around behind Adin Hill, and Adin Hill is caught doing his best Spinneroonie impersonation, spinning around after Perry deked him out. Nice, a little goal there. You know what? I hate to say it, Jonathan. I think I take Marchand. I think I take Marchand. Yep, I take him over Nurse any day. Oh, but it makes me sick thinking about it. This down. Hey, Stuart Skinner. Good to see you again. Back around. There we go. It's a 1-goal hockey game. Let's go. This coming back around. Larry, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Good hockey game so far. Knight's going to play this one up. The Weasel Timothy, yeah. Can we take Marchand and then trade him? In the corner. This is going to come back. Vegas going to hold it in. McDavid and Draisaitl picking up those 2 assists. Vegas around behind the net. Back to the line. Vegas setting it up. He was rude to the media, but a bit in a funny way. I will tell you, you know what? I'll let me save it for the next whistle. That's right, Red. Back in it. Back in it. Back to the line. Here's a long shot. That one goes wide. 2:40 to go. Antonio, how's it going? Welcome in. Landon, what's going on? Oilers, again, picking up this puck and to pass it up out of the zone. Trying to work it through. They can't. Connor Brown gets it. He's going to move it. Downtown, Connor Brown in the corner trying to cycle this one around. Great work here by Brown. He's going to pass this one up, and the Oilers going to get this down deep. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. This in the corner. Vegas stealing it. Vegas carrying it up to the red line. They're going to dump it down. Here comes the forecheck. Down around in the corner. Nice little pickup there by Carlson. Passed it away. Comes right in front of the Oiler net. The Oilers, they're going to move this one up. Long pass. He needs JT in the head. Who did what? He needs JT. Oh yes, the John Tavares hit. That was brutal. This back around in the corner, played up. Cross ice, back in over the line. Perry dropping it. Here's McDavid back to Perry. Cycling around behind the net, tucking it home. That doesn't go in, but this should be a penalty or at least a warning as Adin Hill intentionally knocks the net over. And this is now a rule where the referee can give the goaltender a warning and then issue a penalty for doing it. But nice little deke play here. Really nice little deke play. McDavid, a blind no-look pass to Perry. Adin Hill comes in with the shoulder into the post to lift the post up, and then he pushes the net off. So this is definitely an intentional knock in the net off. No, he would not fit the Leaf style at all. But I would pick him up and I'd trade him. I'd pick him up and flip him. This being worked through. You do need, and I gotta give credit to Florida. You need that extra bit of grit for the playoffs. And Marchand hasn't been up to those dirty antics. He's been playing a pretty clean game for the most part since joining the Panthers. Oops, I bumped it. Oilers back in the zone, 1:05 to go. They keep this one in. Vegas going to steal it away. Long pass up the middle. Here comes Vegas. Vegas turning the corner, long shot. Picard going to hang on to it. It's funny. I know I said there was a story I was going to tell at intermission, and now I forget what I was going to tell you. I forget what I was going to tell you.
And right there you could see kind of assist that through Wallman, who's going down trying
Let me
to block
scroll
it.
back
As it
here.
gets through, it's a reaction save for
Somebody
Calvin
made a
Vickers,
comment,
which he
and I
makes.
was going to
but he's kind of
I was going to tell a story, but I forget what it was.
You're only picking it up for that split
All right.
second, and that was
We'll
because
figure
of
it
how
out.
quickly
Alexis,
he threw
how's
the
it
screen
going?
to Howden.
Back to the line. Here's a long shot coming in, back through. Down in the corner, there's a trip up, no call. Come on. Oilers side of the net. They're going to try and clear. Back aside. Cross ice. Looking. Vegas with a shot deflected. That goes wide. Side of the net. Oilers can't get it out. Vegas is pressing right now. Oh, yes, about Corey Perry. Thank you. Oilers picking it up again. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. That's right. Cut the lead in half. Let's go, Oilers. 2-1. Vegas with the lead. 19 seconds to go here in period number 1. Here comes Vegas. Vegas in over the line. Vegas curling through. Vegas all the way. And there's a slash to the backside of the head of Picard. No call on that one either. And this coming all the way down. 3, 2, 1. And the period has come to an end. We're going to the intermission with a 2-1 Vegas lead. All right, let's get all of our stats situated here. We're going to get these centered, and then, yeah, we're going to open our hockey cards. We're going to talk some hockey. We're going to break this one all down. All right, 10-9. So, all right, equal shots, pretty close. 10-12, the hitting department, pretty close. Face-offs, pretty close. 10-12. 1 for 2, Vegas on the power play. Giveaways, 5-2. So, again, not bad giveaway numbers. Takeaways, 1-1. Block shots, 8-3. Really good, solid numbers. This has been a very good first period of hockey. And, the numbers showing this is a very close team. The difference is that 4-minute high-sticking penalty that was called. The Oilers go to the box. Mark Stone, he scores his third. It was on the power play from Carlson and Theodore. Then Stone gets the next goal as well from Eichel. And then Corey Perry gets the Oilers goal, his third from McDavid and Draisaitl. And so, you talk about Corey Perry. Hey, Cam, it is a toss-up game. You talk about Corey Perry. Hey, Jack. And, Perry's one of those guys where, he's struggled everywhere he's went. Not that he struggled, but the teams have struggled. The teams have lost. What was his record? Like, he played on he joined 5 different teams and lost in the Stanley Cup final each year or something like that. Some crazy stat. But here's the thing with Corey Perry. He's one of those players, kind of a Darcy Tucker-like. He's going to get under your skin. He's going to jab you. He's going to nudge you. He's going to stand in front of the net. He's going to play dirty. Corey Perry is one of those guys you absolutely despise when you play against him, but you love him on your team. Banana Man, what's going on? And I will tell you, I would rather have Corey Perry on my team than Brad Marchand. All right, we're going to open it up with little Jason Robertson. Jason Robertson in the first pack. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Take a bow. Take a bow. Connor McDavid. There you go. Is that a sign? Connor McDavid, caps off to you. Take a bow. What a nice card. Tim Hortons or Upper Deck for Tim Hortons did a very, very nice job. And, of course, Zach Werenski. We don't care so much about the base. But you asked me about Brad Marchand or Darnell Nurse. I'd rather have Corey Perry. Sandy, what's going on? Let's go Oilers. Perry won the Hart in 2011. LP, that was like forever ago. And he does, rightly so. He is one of those players who can be a difference maker. Obviously, age is not Corey Perry's friend. Let's be real. Age is certainly not Corey Perry's friend anymore. What is he? He is, does this say he's 39 years old? 39 years old, but he comes in and he can make a difference. He doesn't play huge minutes like he used to, but he is an impactful player. Right now, he's sitting towards the bottom. He played 4.5 minutes, 4:40, a little less than Zach Hyman. The top players, McDavid played 6:50. Connor Brown played 6:20. Draisaitl played 6 minutes. So he's a couple minutes shy, but he's certainly putting in some time. But Corey Perry is one of those guys who you just absolutely despise him. But he's a decent, he's an impactful player. All right, big Nate Dog, Nathan McKinnon. Pull up one of him. Vi, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. We got William Carlson back in his Ducks jersey. Willie Carlson and Aaron Frankel. Aaron Frankel, PWHL card. But all in all, gotta love it. Gotta love it. When we look through these rosters, whether you're a fan of these teams or you're not a fan of these teams, there's players you like, there's players you don't like. When Trent Frederick came over to the Oilers, I was a little jealous. I am a big fan of Trent Frederick. I hated him on Boston. Hated him. He was a Leaf killer. But boy, oh boy, he's a solid pickup here for the Oilers. And talk about the Maple Leafs baby daddy, new baby daddy, Mitchie Marner. Got the Mitchie Marner. He had a pretty nice game. Oh, we go with the legends with the Mike Modano and the Minnesota North Stars. And let's keep it going for the Toronto Maple Leafs. A little Johnny T, John Tavares. Nice. I think I needed both of those. Are you a fan of Gary Bettman? So I'm conflicted on Gary Bettman, Al. I'm very conflicted. Do I believe all the conspiracy theories about Gary Bettman preventing Canadian teams from moving on and winning? No. Listen, end of the day, there's far more US teams than there are Canadian teams. And it's like anything. If you're in sales, you probably understand it, right? You have your sales funnel, you got your leads, your warm leads, you move down the funnels and you go from, 1,000 leads to, 100 warm leads to 10 you probably close. It's all about building up that funnel. Well, hockey is the same way. You got more American teams than you do Canadian teams. And so just by sheer numbers and sheer luck, you're going to end up with more US teams in the playoffs than you do Canadian teams. And it just kind of works down from there. You have Marchand on your second team, and I have Nurse on mine. We stick with them regardless. Yeah, right, Jonathan. Hey, Cotty, how's it going? Isn't it odd? His name is Bettman. There you go. Alex Barkov. All right, we're switching gears to the Panthers now. So, when we talk about Elias Pettersson, when we talk about Gary Bettman, here's where I'm conflicted. I understand sports is a business. I understand he's a business. Sam stated live that he hates. I'm feeling froggy. Boo, boo. So let me explain. So hockey is a business. Sports is a business, and hockey is a much smaller business than the other major sports. Smaller than the NFL, smaller than Major League Baseball, smaller than the NBA. Gary Bettman, I really do think he has the best interest in the game. I also think he's a little bit of a traditionalist. He doesn't like making big changes unless it's wildly supported. Now, part of Gary Bettman's role as commissioner is, making sure obviously he's step by step with the players association. He also has to answer to the ownership board, and he's got to keep everybody happy. And it's a very difficult thing to do when you have some teams that are very, very wealthy and some teams that are not. You got to learn to keep everything balanced. You got to learn to make sure that everything, is working to make money, right? This is a business. It's all about money. Do I like a lot of the decisions they make? Not particularly, but as a businessman, I think he's doing an okay job. He's trying to expand the team to some new regions. The Arizona experiment, did it fail? Yeah, I sure think it did, big time. Um, but was it worth a try? Absolutely was. No, I don't think the draft lottery is rigged. I know sometimes it kind of seemed that way, when the Oilers were struggling, what did they get? Like 5 first round picks in 6 years or something crazy, 4 and 5 years. They got a whole lot of them. Pittsburgh Penguins, when they were down and out and they needed a new face of the organization, they get the number 1 pick and get Sidney Crosby. You know, do these things happen? Sure. Stuart Skinner, I just opened a bunch of them. uh, so is it rigged? No, I don't think it's rigged. It's all about numbers. I mean, could they rig it? Yeah, very easily. Did I think it was rigged more when Bill Daly would come out with all the boards and would just hold them up? Yeah, because you never really saw how the drawings went. This year they did it differently. They drew the ping pong balls live on stream, um, or live on video on camera. And that was an interesting take on it. I don't think it was nearly as dramatic as just holding up the order, but it was a nice little twist. I don't think it's rigged, and I'll tell you why. Usually when there are these things about being rigged, right? When leagues are being accused of it being rigged, these things always find a way of coming out. With social media today and with people with microphones and cameras everywhere, someone is going to say something, something's going to get out, and all of a sudden it's going to blow up. If any of these sports teams had it leak saying that it was rigged or there was a script, it was predetermined, it would destroy the integrity of the league. Um, we're talking about multi-billion dollar leagues here, right? So it would be absolutely ridiculous. The gazillions of dollars that go into it from all the sponsorships, all of those people, all those companies putting the faith in it, it would be an unparalleled business disaster. We saw Rogers here in Canada just extended their broadcast right deal for the next 12 years, and they paid, was it $8 or $9 billion US? I think it worked out to be 11 billion Canadian. Um, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. If it ever came out as a fraud or fake, it would absolutely destroy the sport. Not only would it destroy the sport, the integrity of all these players, the integrity of all these people here over on the Olympics, it would be crazy. No worries, Vi, no worries. The 30s, the 30s count was 5 ping pong balls. 30-second count was boring. It could have been 5. Yeah, I agree, Rick. I don't mind the whole ping pong ball thing, but the way they presented it was a little weird. Do you remember, and some of you may not remember this far back, nor may you not be wrestling fans. Is somebody in the kitchen? Oh, mom's not there? Okay. Um, if you remember back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, all about wrestling, we all knew wrestling was predetermined. We all knew wrestling wasn't legitimate, right? But it wasn't talked about. Everyone kind of just knew it, but they didn't talk about it. When all of a sudden it started coming out on the news and the mainstream about it being fake, oh my God, it was like the sport was gonna implode. But what did they do? They started talking about it themselves. They started pulling back the curtain. They started embracing it. And everybody still knows to this day that wrestling is predetermined. It's athletes doing essentially a dance. It's watching a live soap opera of athletes doing unbelievable feats of athleticism. And people enjoy it because it's entertainment. People are so invested in sports with the merch, with the tickets, with everything, that if it came out as fake, I don't think they could pull that same move to slow it down. Andy Kaufman was phenomenal at what he did. Imagine if the NFL, because that's the big one that everybody talks about every year, the road to the Super Bowl. Oh, the script got leaked, and this team is going to do this, and at this moment, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. Could you imagine, with the amount of gambling dollars that is there, if it ever came out and it was ever leaked, yeah, the NFL is 100% scripted. Well, oh my gosh, don't you think there is action for lawsuits galore, that results were predetermined and people knew the results, and odds could have been set or changed based on a result that they knew was or was not going to happen? It would be a nightmare. It would be an absolute nightmare. Dan, Dan, it's crazy. So that's kind of my take. Do I enjoy a lot of these conspiracies? Oh, heck yeah. Do I love kind of getting into it and thinking about, can you imagine what if? Always makes me laugh. Oh, bear shark's pulling out the faces. Um, I would stop what see Sarah, exactly. You know how many people would take that? How many people would take that approach? There's so much on TV today between movies and TV shows and comedy specials and all this stuff. Sports plays that important role. It brings communities together. It brings groups together. Heck, it's brought all of us together for the last 3 years. Almost this summer. My gosh, this summer will be 4 years since we started streaming. But it's brought all of us together. And if this was all fake, if this was all predetermined, I would feel so disgusted. Now, not only that, we see the pace that these games are played at, how fast they move. You cannot fix this. Yes, a goaltender could easily miss a shot or not miss a shot, but you can't fix these games. They're too fast. It's too crisp. These guys are too good. It would be sloppy. It would be sloppy. Greasy, what's going on? Mark Messier, Dave Semenko, Paul Coffey, Wayne Gretzky, some of the best. Love Messier, Coffey, Gretzky. I love how Dave Semenko gets put in there. Obviously, he was the big enforcer, but it's almost like that name doesn't belong with all of those. Nothing on earth generates the attention. NFL is crazy. Crazy. When you think about how much money for a Super Bowl, 30-second Super Bowl ad, money that gets exchanged, it's nuts. Road Warrior coming in 35 months. Speaking of almost 3 years of me being here, Road Warrior, it's amazing. I can't believe it. Thank you so very, very much. You know what we should do? When we hit maybe for our 4-year anniversary this summer, we should have a big celebration. All of our channel members that have been with us kind of 3 years, 4 years. Well, I guess it couldn't be 4 years because it took us about a year to get monetized. But everyone who's been with us for the ride, we should do a little celebration. We should figure something out. We'll see. That's of course coming up this summer. We have a lot of other exciting things planned for this summer as well. Obviously, we're going to take a little bit of time to regroup and refresh. But we're going to have some CFL action this summer. The Toronto Argonauts. We're going to see what they're going to do. Florida Park Explorers. 19 was not as long as Road Warriors, but love this channel. Thank you, Dave, so much. CFL action, the Toronto Argonauts. We're going to be following that. We're going to get some Buffalo Bills coverage going on. Yes, I am from the Toronto area, and which is why I like all the Homer teams. Bills are the closest to Toronto, so we're going to follow them. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some football fun this summer, and plus we're going to have some hangouts. Lots of activities planned. So we're going to see how this summer breaks down. And of course, as fall rolls around, we'll get right back into NHL hockey. Plus next year, it's an Olympic year, which means February late night Olympic international action. Cannot wait for that. Gio, it's going to be a blast. We love it. NFL is a great product, but they should not expand anymore. Yeah, Rick, it's funny. It gets to that point where in any sport, you're like, we want to bring in more. We want to bring in more. Let's keep adding more teams. But then you start diluting that talent pool a bit, and you start getting more teams that never have a chance than teams that actually succeed. Ninja, what's going on? If the kids today played with Potvin, Messier, Stevens, Hextall, they change their underwear every shift. Absolutely. Could you imagine Scott Stevens on the ice today? That hit count would go up more than, well, I can't even say, but his hit count would go up through the roof. All right. What a fun conversation. Thank you all so much. Always love the sports as a business conversation. Always super interesting to me. Love to get other people's feedback. Let's get set for period number 2. Let's see if the Oilers can tie this game up or if they're going to keep on struggling and let Vegas steamroll all over them. Zazo, how's it going? Patrick Waugh is the hero. Patrick Waugh had one of the great moments when he left Montreal. As sad as it was when he left Montreal, but the fact that he kind of walked over after he got pulled out of the game, he's like, hey, I'm out of here. That little moment in his last game was something you do not see a whole lot. They go to Europe for some games. Not a fan of that. Yeah, they've been doing that in the NHL, part of the Global Series as well, going over to Europe. I don't mind it. What I'm afraid is that one day they're going to decide to say, hey, let's open up a European division, and they're going to have kind of try to globalize the NHL, and I don't know if that would work. Was a CFL fan growing up. The NFL got me with Moon and Flutie. Oh, Flutie! I was such a huge Flutie fan. I had my box of Flutie Flakes. It was awesome. Can't speak. when I left with him. Those next years were great. They sure were. All right, let's go. Period number 2. Starting off. Then he was traded to Colorado and won. Yeah, they did. Oh, man, those Colorado-Detroit series back in the day with all those brawls, talk about epic. That was absolutely epic. Anil, who you cheering for? We want the Oilers to pull this one off. Want the Oilers to get this one going. This coming around. Here's a shot right on. That's going to go just wide. Back down around in the corner. Hyman. Oh, it wasn't Hyman. It was Brown tried to pull it out. His shot's going to go through. This is going to get knocked down. Let's bring this back up. Here we go. Screen is still a little fuzzy, so it's hard to break out some of these numbers. Down in the corner in the Oilers zone. Vegas going to work around it on the boards. Stolen here. Working it behind. Oilers got to work it up. Too many giveaways. Got to control the puck more. This going to come all the way down the ice. Oilers have it in the Vegas zone. Good forecheck. Here come the Oilers. Connor Brown going to take a big hit. Back to the point. Cross ice. Oilers over to McDavid. He shoots. That's going to be in the glove. And a nice stop there. Dara, hello, welcome in. It's 2-1 Vegas. 2-1 Vegas. Second period just started. Just started moments ago. Oilers already coming out with a nice opportunity, a nice little shot there. I apologize on the talk if you hear my fan noise here. I got my fan blowing to try and cool things down, so I apologize if you hear a little bit of a wind noise. This coming across back to McDavid. McDavid going to slide this one up. Bouchard. He's coming way deep. Vegas going to rip it around the boards. They put it in the middle. Oilers can't get there, and Vegas going to play it all the way down the ice. The arm goes up, and this will be an icing call against the Vegas Golden Knights. We had a nice little stop in the end of the first period as Corey Perry, with a nifty move, was able to get one back. I like the wind noise. It's soothing. So Corey Perry on the board for the Oilers. Stone with both the Vegas goals. Off the draw back to Nurse. Nurse going to keep this one in. Down around at the side. Now Vegas brings it out. Vegas flying. Oh, they overplayed it. Carlson, he's going to dump it in. They're going to kind of bring this one in offside. I'm repainting a deck I did last year when you were commenting Carolina, New York. Keyman's dad, there you go. Do you repaint every year, or is it just happen to be these 2 years you're doing the deck? Well, welcome in for those just joining us. Make sure you keep tapping that thumbs up. And if you haven't hit that subscribe yet, hit that subscribe. We are 7 subscribers away from 630. 7 away from 630. So face off outside the Oilers' blue line. Puck is dropped. Nugent Hopkins battling for it. In comes Kane. Everyone's trying to dig at it. It's really tied up there. Finally, the Oilers pull it away, and here comes Kane. Kane trying to go along the boards. He's going to get rubbed out. This coming around down side of the net. Hyman, he can't catch up to it. Vegas couldn't put it around. Just happened to be. It's a job. Gotcha. Nice. This going to play all the way down. Oilers bringing it right back in. Oh, shot's going to get blocked down. Vegas at the Oiler blue line now. They're going to chip this one in. That's going to pop out, and here comes Kane again. Kane into the Vegas zone. He tries to make a move. Corey Perry going towards the net. Vegas going to steal it. Oilers right back with a quick shot. It's knocked down. Back and forth, lots of shots. Cross ice. Oilers on the move. Into the zone. Corey Perry going to drop this for McDavid. He's going to stop and turn around. McDavid back to Bouchard. Down low. Draisaitl. He's going to go cross ice trying to hit McDavid. That misfired. McDavid stops. He's going to come back the other way. McDavid looking. Cycles it around behind the net. Back to the line. And that's a bad pass there by Bouchard. Give it away. But the Oilers steal it back in the neutral zone. Here come the Oilers again. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard trying to center it. Back from McDavid. He's going to put this one to Bouchard. Bouchard looking for Draisaitl. Can't get it. Corey Perry can't get it. Bouchard's still up there. Why is Bouchard playing like a forward all of a sudden? And this getting sent all the way down the ice. Kulak is going to race back. He's going to pick it up. Circles behind the net. Kulak with a head of steam. Tries to make a pass that hits the Vegas skate. And it's going to come back to the Oilers line. Edmonton slowing it down. Long pass up, and Draisaitl brings this one in offside. Offside the call. But a good shift. The Oilers are coming in. The Oilers are playing really, really hard right now. If you missed it in the earlier game, Carolina wins in overtime. So Carolina takes game 1 over the Washington Capitals. White Cloud had a big hit there against McDavid earlier. Face off outside the Vegas zone. Oilers going to win this one back. Up to that red line. Janmark going to dump this one in. Hill is out to stop it. Vegas going to regroup at the side of the net by the goal line. This is going to come free. Here comes Vegas. Some nifty passing. Vegas turning the corner. They're going to slow up and spin around. Trying to feed this back to the point. They can't. Big battle on the far side of the ice. Trying to steal it around. They do. This is going to work around. Emberson with a nice little move. Back over the line. Oilers trying to settle it down. They can't. Pekozin, he can't work it forward. This down around. Oilers in their own zone. Chipping it up. Pekozin again. Look out. Dangerous pass. The Oilers able to move it forward. 2-on-1. Here comes Janmark. Janmark throwing in front. Vegas. Oh my goodness. This goes right to the line. Arvidsson comes so close. How did he keep that one out? The referee gives a no-go wave, but I want to see that over-the-top camera because this one looked like it was real close. Janmark just coming it down. He throws it in. It hits the side. And, okay, let's see. Here's the overkick camera. Nope, it goes in between his legs. Can't see from that camera angle, but it was tipped. So Arvidsson tips it right between the legs, and my goodness, Hill had to squeeze like he's never squeezed before, and there it is. That other front angle, you could see it just out over the goal line. Oilers going to keep this one in off the draw, back to the point. Here's a long shot. That's going to get deflected in front. Janmark picking this one up again. He's going to flip it off the boards around behind the net. Oilers working the perimeter. There's a takedown. Oilers trying to keep it going. In the corner, Vegas going to flip this to the middle of the ice. It's going to go through everybody. They can't hold it in. Back to Wallman. Wallman hammering it right back in. Aiden Hill misses it. Here's a long shot. Loose puck in front. Jam play. It's there. It goes up and over the net. Hill was reaching for it. Frederick coming close again. Oilers going to cycle it around back to the point. There's a broken stick down on the ice in the corner. Oilers working it. This is going to come out, and we got a penalty. We got a penalty.
There is going to be a penalty here. Good work again in the
Is this going to go to Vegas?
We saw in the first round versus Los Angeles.
The cameraman doesn't know where to go. Whoever's producing the show doesn't know where to look. I believe this is going to be a holding penalty. I think it's going to be Roy. Nicholas Waugh, I think, is going to go to the box. And it is. When you drop that stick, he grabs on the arm, grabs on the jersey. You can't do that. Monty, how's it going? To know you're a fan of both teams, but in your opinion, should Bennett have been suspended for that? So, Monty, I do think he should have been suspended. It wasn't a hard hit, but it was a hit to the head nonetheless. And I think every hit to the head needs to be taken seriously. And because of that, I think you should have had at least a game. How much pregame homework do you do, bro? You're pretty good with the call. BD Gaines, it depends on the game. It depends on the game. I do a little bit. Some games, the 7 o'clock games are tough because by the time I get off work, scarf down a very quick something to eat, and then I got to set everything up and jump on. So I don't have a ton of time to pregame, if you will. But a game like this, definitely there's a little bit more time. This coming around when my partner channel doesn't keep me on the phone late. Just kidding. Bouchard is back to pick it up. We're going to go. All the matchups are pretty good series. Yes, playoff series. Playoff hockey is the best. Here comes McDavid down over the line. McDavid, he's going to spin around trying to get the pass back to the point. He can't. Vegas going to put it up high past Bouchard, and this coming all the way down. Working it back the other way, get that ice cream going. We got some ice cream in the freezer. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice pass, working it up. Over to the side, back in the slot. They go cross to Corey Perry. That doesn't connect. Draisaitl bringing it across. Here's another one-timer and a great save. And this is going to be passed all the way down. And I think it flips up and out of play. Good work here by the Oilers. Good shots coming through. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Let's go 6 more away now. 6 more subs from 26,630. Thank you all so much. Just fall down. I need some calories. Oh, Sarah, I wish I had that problem. I gotta lose a few LPs, but the ice cream is just too good. It's just too good. We got the little Oreo ice cream sandwiches. Here's Bouchard with a shot. That's gonna go wide. 92 miles an hour. Yes, that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Joseph Wall to start tomorrow. Yeah, a little Oreo ice cream sandwich. Oh, the Haagen-Dazs, so good. Over the line, here comes Edmonton, right back in. Sandy comes in with the membership. Sandy, welcome to our membership squad. Welcome to the team. Thank you so much for hitting that membership button. Welcome to the membership team. Back on the side, 30 seconds to go on the power play. Oilers in front, trying to pass this one around. McDavid looking one way, looking the other way. McDavid still looking. He fans on the shot, but he's going to curl back. McDavid still with it. This is going to come to the line in Vegas. Going to shovel it out. 20 seconds to go in the power play. And this is going to be passed all the way up from Picard. Draisaitl, McDavid. McDavid through the middle, dropping it for Hyman. His shot gets blocked. Hyman another whack at it, and Vegas going to clear this one down again. Holy smokes, unbelievable. So Sandy, you now have access to all of those custom emojis. These 20 pounds or so. That's my goal. I got to drop 20, but my problem is I'm not being strict at all. Here's another blast. This one going to trickle just wide. I definitely got to tighten up the reins. Got to eat a little cleaner. Arvidsson going to play this back to the line. Oh, no. Klingberg trips and falls at the blue line. Manages to keep this one in. Power play has expired. Back to even. 5-on-5. In the corner. Arvidsson trying to move it. Trying to bring it around. the problem is Sarah, we're so bad about talking food on this channel. It always makes me hungry for the bad stuff. NHL P-Natives start sending headhunters to the minor league. They got to get rid of some of those guys for sure, Ninja, for sure. Cycling it down around in the corner, working it through. Vegas, long pass all the way down the ice. That's going to be a whistle. Holy smokes. They're going to take a little break in the action. Got to start exercising. Exercising helps too. Just start walking. Start walking half an hour a day. That's an easy way to start. McDavid drops it off to Hyman, and Hyman with a nice chance, but just couldn't get his shot through. Just could not get it through. So we got a face-off coming up in the Vegas zone again. These guys are trying to fire this one through. Trey gets 2-1. Vegas with a 2-1 lead. The Oilers 7 shots. Vegas has not had a registered shot on net this period. Here's Draisaitl. Draisaitl carrying it around, tries to put it in front. That's taken away. Here comes Vegas back the other way. Vegas, Polisar over the line to dump this one in the corner. Bouchard going up on his man, and it's taken away by Nurse. Nurse playing it up the boards. It's going to squeak out. Here comes McDavid. McDavid has Draisaitl on the far side. Gives it to Bouchard, to Draisaitl. He misses that pass. Draisaitl can't keep up with it. White Cloud going to turn. He's going to send this one up in Vegas now. They're going to turn and work their way. Dumping this in the Oilers zone. Picard out to stop it. Going to play it, setting it up. Long pass up to Draisaitl. He's going to come up the middle. Over to McDavid on the near side. McDavid stops, spinning around. Here's a Nurse with a shot. That one gets blocked. Vegas is blocking everything right now. Darcy's second period time is missing. Oh yeah, thank you, Darcy. It didn't update. Let's see. Sometimes I got to give these widgets a little refresh. There we go. Thank you for pointing that out. Appreciate it. This is coming all the way down the ice. No icing call. No icing call. Vegas going to work this one all the way up into the Oilers zone, driving around behind the net, sending it out in front. Here's a shot, and that's going to go high and over the net. Vegas still with it. Working. 10.5 minutes to go. Long shot right on, and a nice save by Picard. And that's going to be the first registered shot on net in this period for the Golden Knights. Oh yeah, for absolutely the nice weather. The nice weather gets it done for sure. They're going to commercial break again. Let's go. 10.5 minutes to go. This period has been all Oilers. They've been coming close. They've been coming close. They're up to 64.5% in the faceoff circle right now. 64.5%. That is a crazy number. Summer comes with barbecue. Oh, Onyx. All the good stuff. All the good stuff. But you know what's still the best? Nothing beats a good old-fashioned corned beef sandwich. All right, Oilers are having a strong period. Mike, they're playing really, really well. Playoffs have me and my diet totally up. Amelia, it's exactly. That's what I told my doctor the other day. Shout out to the doctor. Went in and he's like, hey, your weight's a little up. And I said, hey, it's the playoff weight. It's the playoff weight. Put it on in the playoffs. We'll take it off in the summer. We'll get out walking. We'll trim the portion size a little bit. Get it going. But hockey weight is real. Playoff weight is real. At least that's what I'm going with. He didn't seem so convinced. Oh, but it's true. But it's true. That was a crisp, clear, loud no. Oh my goodness, so funny. It's warm here, but it's really windy. 50 kilometer gusts. Oh, wind is picking up. It's supposed to be. It's been raining here. Rained a little bit today. It actually ended up being a very nice afternoon, but I think we're getting rain more in the rest of the week. Brad, so good, but not good at the same time. No more darkness up here. 24-hour daylight came. Oh my Ninja, I couldn't imagine. I could not even imagine. It must be very, very weird. All right, coming back from commercial break. Oilers are moving. They're keeping the feet going. The forecheck is working. They're looking really, really solid right now. I do like playoff beard kind of in weekly stretches. I can't let it get too long. It drives me nuts. All right, so Vegas coming in, set to take this face-off in the Oilers zone. Nugent Hopkins in to take this one for Edmonton. Off the draw. What do you mean no shots? They just had a face-off because of a shot on net. So the shot keeper clearly making an error, and clearly the broadcaster also making an error. Because right before that commercial break, Vegas took a shot right on net that Picard had to stop in order to get the face-off in the Edmonton zone. So Vegas should have one shot here in this period. Oh, we got a tripping penalty. A tripping penalty. That kind of came out of nowhere. White Cloud is looking confused. He's going to go. So everybody a little confused here. But yes, White Cloud gets the stick in the back of the legs of Hyman. So Hyman is going to draw a penalty. Vegas is going to go to the box. Going to put the Oilers back on the power play. Ryan, how's it going? Welcome in. So we'll take it. Oilers will take it. Man advantage. Let's go. 10:14 to go. 2 minutes left on the clock. Oilers winning the draw. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard, cross ice, putting it right in front. Nice little stop. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Another shot. That goes wide. Back around to the point. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Bouchard down deep to Nugent Hopkins in the middle. Here's a shot by Draisaitl. Right on, and a nice stop by Hill. Poutine not too healthy, but rinse it off. Triple. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I'm a sucker for poutine. It's so good. It's so good. But you gotta start eating better, right? Gotta start eating better. So Draisaitl, that's to take this draw. 142 on the power play. This is going to be one. Oilers going to bring it back. McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard over to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Bouchard. Up to Nugent Hopkins. He threads it in the middle. That misses everybody. Bouchard over to the point. He's going to gather it. Over to McDavid. McDavid. He's looking. McDavid. Back down low. Here's Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid. Draisaitl, Corey Perry in front of the net to Bouchard with a blast. Puck is sitting there. They couldn't pick it up. And Vegas going to clear this one all the way down the ice. Holy smokes. All right, my poutine friends, where is the best poutine you had? That shot by Bouchard, 99.6 miles an hour. Where's your favorite poutine place? Oilers going to put it back to the line. McDavid shooting. That's going to be a glove save by Hill. Big save by Adin Hill. He is playing very, very, very well right now. He is lights out. Lights out. Super special treat, yeah. Super special treats that I have too often. LaBelle, oh, at Lizard, I don't know that place. Still 2-1. Thank you, JDA. 2-1. Vegas in that lead. The Canadian Brewhouse. Dean Dubs, Mississauga. Jeff, I'll have to look that place up. Old Montreal, a tiny restaurant upstairs on Jonathan. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. He's going to come down low, trying to walk this one out. Burger Cellar. Ooh, I think I've heard of that place. Here's Nugent Hopkins down low in front, backhand, and Hill is down again. McDavid digs it free. The puck was free, but the referee blows it down. It was New York City on a food truck. Interesting.
And you're right, the first pass to Bouchard was off target, or else he was ripping that one.
Oh, Jeff. That sucks. That sucks. Ron, it's deliciousness. Rick, you're going with the Sheppy. The shepherd's pie. I haven't had that in a long time. We got to make a nice shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is so good too. Oh, here we go. This is going to turn around to a mashed potatoes conversation again. I can feel it. 8:50 to go. 37 seconds left on the power play. Off the draw, back to the line. They can't hold it in. It hops over Bouchard's stick. He's got to back it up. Draisaitl going to turn around, looking up ice to McDavid. Has it knocked away. Bouchard back with it. And they're turning it around. Bouchard, cross ice, in over the line. Down in the corner, Draisaitl getting bumped. Feeds it cross ice to the line. They hold this one in. McDavid doing a nice job. Now he has it poked away, and it comes out. How about Soda Jerks? Oh, I don't know that one. McDavid feeding this one in. Tried to hit Hyman. He didn't get it. This power play is looking like mashed potatoes. Cam, it has not been a good power play. Here comes Vegas. Here's a quick shot. That's going to be blocked. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Down in the corner. Vegas into the slot with a shot. That's going to get tipped. Love shepherd's pie. You're making hash tomorrow. Nice. Nice. This is going to be dumped in. Adin Hill out to stop it. He's going to settle it down. Vegas regrouping. They're going to get going. This period has been all Oilers, but they have not been able to beat Adin Hill. They have not been able to get it past. Vegas again behind the net. This coming all the way down. Do you know Steak and Shake? No, Onyx, I do not. I know Shake Shack, but I've never heard of Steak and Shake. Here comes Nurse. Nurse, long pass. That's going to get blocked. Vegas turning it around, back the other way, dumping this one in. A place where you get massive burgers. Difference. Yeah, there's so many places shut down. It's a real shame. This around one of my favorite buffets in the States got shut down, called Sweet Tomatoes. Sweet Tomatoes, a great salad bar, all you can eat soups and pastas along with that salad bar, and unfortunately it didn't survive either. This back the other way, dumped down into the corner. Vegas trying to get in there. They're going to come away with the puck. Looking at, there's a little cross check going down. That was a dive. No call, refs letting it go. Back to the point, nice move. Bringing this one in. Kolasar back in front. Oilers going to block it down. They're going to clear this one out. Great D. Great D. Vi, have you heard of it before? It's so good. It was. There's another shot. Vegas in that high slot trying to spin it around. Back to the line. Good night, Beverly. Feel better. Back around, down low. In front, they're going to go around behind the net. Vegas trying to reverse it through. Mark, amazing, Mark. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go in this period. If you're just coming in and joining us, welcome into the fun. Welcome to the party. Oilers long pass up, airborne down in the Vegas zone. Oilers going to take this puck away. Here's a shot right on Hill. Another big save. That's the 13th shot from the Oilers this period. Vegas going to send it back into the Oilers zone. That's going to be an icing call. Fans not happy about it. 5:39 to go. And this has been a very entertaining hockey game. A very entertaining hockey game. They're going to have a little commercial break. So this is your friendly neighborhood reminder. If you're just coming in, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for us. Hit that like button. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe and set your notifications. We want you to come back and join us all playoffs long. We're going to be here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Well, technically 6:45-ish for the Leafs and the Florida Panthers game 2. Game 1 was off the rails. It was so exciting. Game 2 is going to be much of the same. I hope you'll join us back for that. Here comes Vegas in over the line. Quick shot's going to sail just wide. Nice try there. Entertaining hockey as indeed playoffs should be. Exactly. Oilers going to play this one up, turning it over. Vegas going to bring it right back in. Pressure starting to mount now on the Oilers. Bouchard, he's going to play it ahead. Here comes Edmonton down into the corner. The chase is on. Trying to get back in here. Aiden Hill going to play it around the boards. White Claw's in there. He's trying to force this one through. Oilers fighting. Oilers battling. Trying. Frederick was in there. Comes to McDavid. McDavid, he's going to send this one down to the point. Cross ice. It's kept in just barely. Back to Kulak. Kulak, he's going to shoot, looking for the tip in front. It didn't exist. Back to the point. Klingberg to Kulak. Kulak going to put this one deep to McDavid. Back to Kulak to McDavid. McDavid's pass gets blocked. He's got to turn and try the other side. McDavid walking out of the corner. He's going to circle. The head bob's going on. McDavid cutting again. He's going to send it in front. They can't shovel that one in. Back to Klingberg. Over to Kulak. Kulak, he's going to throw it towards the front. That's blocked. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid looking to the point for Kulak. He sends this across. This is going to be kept up on the far side. Draisaitl with it now. He's looking. Klingberg towards the middle of the ice. Down to McDavid. McDavid back for Klingberg, and he took the wrong turn. Klingberg took the off-ramp when he should have taken the on-ramp, and that pass comes all the way down. Hey, John Klingberg.
What the hell are you doing?
Bringing this one back over. This is going to be dumped in the corner. Hill is out to stop it. This curling around. Hamburger soup. Sarah, I've never tried that. Here comes Vegas. Vegas in over the line. 3:42 to go. That's going to be blocked and stolen away. No takers. Nobody's going to hit that subscribe for me. We need 7 subs. Let's get it up to 6:30. Here's Vegas. Having it taken away. Oilers going to work this one up to the line. Draisaitl sending it down. Hill's setting up. 3:20 to go. 3:20 to go. Here we go. Oh my God, pickle soup. I love pickles, but I don't think I could eat a pickle soup. Hamburger soup sounds delicious, though. Digging in the corner. Oilers trying to pull this one through. Vegas doing a good job in winning this board battle. Turning, trying to pull it out. Stolen. Here come the Oilers with speed. Evander Kane up over the line. He lost the puck, and that's going to be called to the offside, kind of like a beef barley. Okay, that makes sense. I call it chili. Rick, that's amazing. Yep, I call it chili. I love me a good beef barley soup. In fact, are they going to commercial break? They're playing the music like they're going to commercial break. And they are going to go to commercial break. I was at a restaurant, I think it was last summer. There we go. Thank you so much. Hitting that subs, getting us up to 625. We were at a restaurant and they had a turkey noodle soup, which essentially is chicken noodle soup but with turkey. And it was absolutely delicious. It was amazing. Marka had a dill pickle soup. Really interesting. Interesting. There's a place we used to go to that had giant pickles, whether they're dills or sours, on a stick. You kind of ate it like a popsicle, or not really, because you don't really bite into a popsicle right away. But giant pickle on a stick was amazing. I wish more places offered that. Your choice of giant pickle, get a big sour, a big dill on a stick. Oh, delicious. Make turkey soup after every Thanksgiving. There you go. Turkey soup is amazing, and right now I'm on a big kick of baked potato soup. Loaded baked potato soup, also delicious. Oh, I got to get my slow cooker going. I don't know why I don't get these things going all day, just cooking, getting the soups on, getting the soups going. Mr. Snow, how's it going? I'm surprised the Hurricanes won an OT today. Yeah, listen, it was a good comeback, right? Caps had the lead, and Canes found their way back. The pickle soup is a cream soup, not chunks of pickles. I figured it had to be something like that. Italian wedding. Yeah, I don't mind a little Italian wedding soup. Although I tell you, we were at Disney a couple of years back, and one of the restaurants there, we got Italian wedding soup, and it was so spicy. It just whatever they put in it, wow, it hit me hard. I was not expecting it. Never knew English before I started school, so oh, Ninja. Well, hey, you're doing a great job. All right, let's go. Feeling froggy? Definitely no. That's a hard no for me.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, he's a
All right, let's go. Hey, Mark, I have the Canes in my bracket. I have the Canes in mine. Bean and green soup is one of my. Oh, Amelia, that sounds good. Love beans and soup. Pasta fagioli, one of my favorite soups. It's all beans. Well, not all beans, but you know what I mean. Here's Connor Brown. Brown back to the line. This is going to sneak out. 2:40 to go. 2:40 to go. They're back from commercial break. Oilers going to dump this one back down in the corner, trying to give chase. Still 2-1 Vegas. 2:30 to go. 23-11 are the total shots on net. Here comes Vegas as they pick it up down on the far side, trying to bring this through. Got many Newsy friends. Nope, I do not. Vegas working, spinning it around behind their own net. They're going to start to move it ahead. Vegas is flying. Oilers have been pressing. They just can't find an answer to Hill. That was supposed to be a clever play. Oh. Mark. Oilers picking it up. They're going to bring this one in. Swift, what's going on? Welcome in. Oh, yes, Brad. A good split pea soup. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oilers bringing it right back. If you are in and around the Toronto area, Janmark bringing this one back. Here's a long shot that's going to go wide. I believe it's Connor. How's it going? No fights. No fights. Vegas coming in. I'm trying to think of where it is. Quick shot. Is it Bathurst? Bathurst and Lawrence Plaza? I think United Dairy. There's a place called United Dairy. They have the best pea soup. Their split pea is incredible. Bathurst and Lawrence. Yeah, Onyx. That's where it is, right? Bathurst and Lawrence? United Dairy. Not United Bakery. What the heck's it called? United Dairy. It's so good. You knew. Here this comes Edmonton with last minute of play. McDavid with a shot. That one gets blocked. McDavid spinning around. United Bakers or Bakery. There we go. You know what I'm talking about. Best pea soup around. Get some noodles in there. And oh, phenomenal. Mark, how's it going? Right, Mark? Always end up talking about food. This over the line. 36.5 seconds left to go. 2-1 Vegas, and we got a whistle. Why is Hill Patrick Waugh versus the Oilers? He's playing really good. They're going to another commercial break here. He is playing really, really, really good. Fish tacos. Hey, food and hockey go hand in hand. These players have some of the best pregame meals. Some of the best pregame meals. I think we need to be breaking into the player meals, what their pregames are. So any ex-NHL players that happen to be watching our feed, we'd love to have you on to talk about your pregame meals and postgame meals. Got to make it hockey related somehow, right? I love soups too. Make them frequently. Land gives great flavor. Tomato and rice, tomato and vegetable. Well, I haven't had tomato soup in a long time. There you go, Connor. There you go. Rick, you're an athlete. Rick, what was did you have a pregame meal? Your favorite kind of pregame meal that you went with? Oh yeah, Connor, good steak. Oh, could do steak anytime. Corned beef hash, shepherd's pie. Ooh, Great ones. I know my boys, a lot of my boys, they love the mac and cheese. They'll do the mac and cheese before a game. Gaining 20 pounds in this chat. Maybe that's what I should have told my doctor. I said, it's not real weight, it's just chat weight. The Nymos has a place on the dock called Trawlers. Fresh halibut. Oh, fresh. So good. Yes, Mike. Now you're talking. Oh, my goodness. All right, coming back from commercial break. Let's go. Let's wrap up this period. 37 seconds to go. Oilers have been dominating this period. 12 shots. They've held Vegas to just one shot in this period. Just one shot, which is remarkable. Absolutely incredible. Hyman, Draisaitl, and McDavid here. Face off just outside the Oilers zone. They're going to win this drawback. 35 seconds to go. Pass up to Kulak. Kulak has it hop over his stick. Draisaitl puts it in. Can't get it in deep. Apple and veggie pasta. Oilers going to hold this one in. Here comes McDavid dropping it back. Here's a long shot. That one gets blocked. 17 seconds to go. Pass to Bouchard gets blocked. Trying to cycle it around. McDavid centering it into the high slot. They can't get it. Here's a long blast. That's going to be deflected up and out of play with 6.2 seconds left. Wouldn't surprise me if they put a couple of ticks back on as the clock seemed to run after the whistle was blown.
This one kept in by Connor McDavid, threads it back through, and this one blocked first by
Anyway,
Stone, by Bouchard, tries to toe drag it.
I don't even know what that is, Mark. Good playing here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in.
Switch that one out, probably cracked on that shot block.
But you don't want to be no, Ken, definitely not. Leafs will sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge. There you go, feeling froggy. Off the draw, back to the line. Here's a blast, and that's going to do it. Period has come to an end. 2 periods in the books. It's 2-1 Vegas, but what a period by the Edmonton Oilers. Unreal. All right, let's get this one set. Let's break this one down. 22 shots to 11. Oilers had 12 shots in that period. Vegas had 1 shot, just 1 in that period, which is incredible. 27 hits to 21. Nice job. Again, both teams throwing the body. Nothing earth-shattering here. 25 faceoffs, 15. Oilers are absolutely crushing it. I believe that's 62%, give or take. Still 0 for 2, the Oilers on the power play. Vegas goes 1 for 2, and that's the difference, really, in this hockey game. 9 giveaways to 6. 2-2 the takeaways. 13-10 the block shots. Vegas blocked a lot of shots in that second period. They did a really nice job. Excuse me. All right, your goal scorers, of course, nothing really changed. Again, it's Mark Stone with 2 and Corey Perry, your 3 goal scorers in this hockey game. All right, 3 goals on the board, 3 more packs we're going to open. Love medium rare steak. Oh, love it. Absolutely. Right now in this hockey game, Oilers are doing all the right things. There's nothing that jumps out to me that says, hey, they're doing something really poorly and it's causing issues. Man, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, we did it again. We might have to give this one away because I know we hit one earlier. Let me put this in a little sleeve here. We might have to give this one away. We'll have to check the volume. Stefan crushing it. Let me pull this one out. We're going to slide this in a sleeve. We got this card earlier. It's number 1 in the set. We may have to do a giveaway, but I'm going to double check the value. Maybe I'll sell it. Number 1 in the set. Short print. Tim Horton. There you go. There we go. Love it. Timmy. Little Timmy Horton. And we got your OT winner, Seth Jarvis, putting the Canes up, giving them the win. Funny, you know how many sets I've bought and never got Tim Horton? I got 2 of them here. That's sweet. Love Tim Horton. The Oreo Show, what's going on? Free hockey cards. Yeah, we're definitely going to do. I got to go through and organize these cards and get them put in the binder. We'll do another giveaway. $8 for the cards. $8 for which? For the Tim Horton? We got a little Zach Hyman. Is that going to be is that a prediction? Zach Hyman going to get the next goal? All right, Blake Wheeler and Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby, by the way, who did say he is going to play for Canada in the Worlds. So Sidney Crosby is going to play for Canada in the Worlds. Called it a roast beef. True double-double. There you go. True double-double. All right, last pack. Let's see if we get a doozy here. Let's see if we can get a doozy. I think that Tim Horton would be disappointed in the decline of his namesake. Yeah, I probably wouldn't disagree with you on that one, Mark. I probably wouldn't disagree with you. I have a Tim Horton jersey. Oh, Rick, sweet. Sweet. All right, we got a Roman Yossi. We got a Kyle Connor. And we're going to finish it off. Well, I think we got all the core four tonight. No, we didn't get a Matthews. We got a Marner. We got a Tavares. And we're going to end it off here with Big Willie Styles, Mr. Two-Goal Man, Willie Nylander. There we go. Absolutely sweet. Too sweet. All right, I'm going to open this up here. Talking about playoffs. Playoffs now underway for a couple of weeks. As Stefan Richer card. I don't know if he's in the set. That would be pretty awesome. Let's take a look at your point leaders. Right now, it's William Nylander, Kyle Connor, and Mikko Rantanen tied for your playoff lead in points with 12. So Nylander tied for the league lead in points with 12. That's amazing. Mitch Marner on that list as well. Marner with 9 points. So this is pretty sweet. Of course, now with the first round over, a lot of these teams will start to players on the team still in it will start to move up. Nathan McKinnon has 7 goals. He leads the way in that category. Nylander has 5 just behind him there. In the assist department, it is Connor McDavid, 9 assists for him. Mitch Marner tied for second place with 8 assists. So he's doing a nice job. Game-winning goals, Brett Howden for Vegas with 2. McKinnon with 2, Schmidt with 2, Kyle Connor with 2. In the plus-minus department, Philip Broberg is at +9. Jake Wallman's at +8, which is pretty good. They're 1-2. In the penalty minutes, it's Logan Stanley. He leads everybody with 42 penalty minutes. Now, he did not play in that last game as well. Luke Shen with 32 penalty minutes. Braden Shen with 30 penalty minutes. And Florida's Nico Mikkola with 29 penalty minutes. For the goaltenders, of course, you have everybody who starred in the first series with 4 wins, so a big tie there. Only 2 shutouts so far, Sergei Bobrovsky and Linus Ullmark picking up the shutouts. If we take a look at the goals against, it's a little hard because you only have guys, guys that played bits and pieces of games. But really, Logan Thompson, 2.17. Anthony Stolar is a 2.20. Freddie Anderson at a 1.45. And Comrie for the bit he played at a 1.4. But these are a little skewed because guys only played bits and pieces. If we go for the most saves, right now it's Jake Ottinger, 204 saves on 224 shots, followed by Darcy Kemper, 184 saves on 207 shots. When it comes to special teams, Kempe for the Kings led the way with 6 power play points. Cam Fowler of the Blues with 5, Matt Tkachuk with 5, Sebastian Aho with 5, as does Mitch Marner. Shorthanded points, only 2 players had 2. William Karlsson, 2 shorthanded points, and Logan O'Connor on the Avs, 2 shorthanded points. And those are your league leaders when it comes to points in the playoffs so far. All right, let me scroll back. I should have been a chef, if I'm being honest. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We have a chef who joins us. He's here usually for Leaf games, and gotta love the food conversations. I'm always curious, people who are chefs, what they make, what kind of concoctions they put together. Howard, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Vegas goalie's on fire. Mark, he's playing really well. Aiden Hill is playing a phenomenal game. Just saying, I live in Erie, Pennsylvania, where Connor McDavid started out the OHL starting as a great player, but he's not all that. He's pretty all that, Howard. He's pretty phenomenal. I like what McDavid brings. He's got a lot of talent, but this Oiler team just finds a way of not letting him bring it all out. Or just likes a simple coffee cake. Oh, I'm not a big dessert person. I'm not actually a big dessert person. I hate the full meal. What do you mean, feeling froggy? What do you mean? All right, let me scroll back through this. I love that you guys are still talking food. Coffee cake slightly warmed up with a bit of melted butter on top. Ooh, I love cooking too, but I wanted to be a chef. So you guys are so good. I'm such a bad cook. I'm terrible. I'm terrible when it comes to it. As Crosby said, he's fast. He's not my fast. Did Crosby really say that? I'll have to check that. That's funny quote. That's true. Let's see here. Thank you, Howard. I appreciate it. My father was a chef and a chef at heart. I love cooking so much. I'm so jealous of all you guys. I don't know when it comes to cooking. I know I'm so bad in the kitchen. Barbecuing, sure. I can throw some stuff on the grill, no problem. But when it comes to actually cooking and putting stuff together, no, I'm terrible. Connor McDavid is no Steve Eisman. Oh, Mark, Stevie Y, so good. Such exciting moments. People that go through the Timmy's drive-through and order 75. Oh, gotcha, feeling froggy. Gotcha. I'm not that high. I'm not that high. But some days when we order for the family, we can have a pretty big order coming through, but it's not $75 worth. If I'm spending $75 on food, there are some places elsewhere I'd rather go over Tim Hortons. Just saying. Just saying. Although, have you tried their new breakfast yet? What are they calling it now? The Ryan Reynolds breakfast box. It's pretty darn tasty. Drive-through coffee and donuts only. And then I'd never use the drive-through. Although their watermelon, their frozen, what is it? Strawberry watermelon drink is pretty good. Is pretty good. No bacon. No, I don't have a sweet tooth at all. I'm so jealous that you guys are all such good cooks. I wish. You know what? I'm gonna do it. You guys have inspired me. I'm gonna find a good crock pot recipe. If you guys have a good recipe, if you know something, a good slow cooker recipe, whether it's a good soup, something like that I can just throw in and let it go, send me an email. Send me your recipes. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do a little we'll put Sam in the kitchen and see what he can do to put this together. Cook a pineapple, peel a core, pineapple. A bacon wrapped. Oh, cook us. We have a peel and core pineapple, stuffed with pork liner. Drew, sounds easy. I myself personally, I'm not a big pineapple guy. Not a big pineapple guy. Greek ribs, nice smash burgers, healthy stuff. Let's listen. I could do burgers and ribs all day long, but healthy stuff. A nice, good slow cooker recipe. I could have you making steaks like a pro. Onyx for sure. I love some good steak. Hey, we've done a couple cooking streams. We did a couple baking streams. If you go back in our channel, in the summertime, we did a couple of cooking streams where at first, so it was in honor of Michael Bunting. We were big Michael Bunting fans here in this household. So in honor of Michael Bunting, we decided to make a bunt cake. And Sam knows nothing. I mean, we followed a recipe, but it was an interesting time. Then the following year, we decided to make an apple crumble. So we did a live stream. We did it on live stream. We went through. We did an apple crumble. We all had some good laughs at Sam's expense, and it was a good time. It was a good afternoon. So maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we'll bring it back. We'll do a little live stream cooking, and we'll see how things turn out. The apple crumble was phenomenal, though. Really, really good. But yeah, I'd like to give it a try. I just need to know that there's something good. Good. I mean, slow cooker recipe is easy. That's more for me. You know, a good slow cooker recipe for a good minestrone soup, a good pasta fagioli soup. Something good that I can put on, let it cook, and munch on all day. Perfect. But yeah, we'll do. If you have a good actual dessert or something that we should do for a cooking stream, just let me know. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We did that previously. Coconut juice, favorite sauce, stir fry. Oh, Darce, I love stir fry. Stir fry is delicious. We used to get this kit from Longo's, which was it was essentially stir fry in a box, right? It had all the veggies, the noodles, the chicken, had everything. No prep at all. You just tear it open, kind of put it in a certain order, put the sauce on. Delicious. Delish. Maybe Onyx, I should just invite you over. You could do the cooking. I'll do the filming. How about some bacon wrapped bacon? Monty, it's amazing. Peter, what's going on? Sam singing the crumble. Oh, chicken wings. 2-pound hamburger brown drain. Dark beans, 2 cans, light beans. Whoa, that sounds good. A lot of beans, but that sounds good. Throw in a crock pot. All right. That sounds really good. Remember Toby's? I don't, LP. I don't remember Toby's. Spaghetti sauce is always good. So, Sarah, if what the heck is it called? Costco has a sauce that is phenomenal that we use for our pasta sauce here. I can't remember for white linen. Costco has a white linen tomato sauce, which is my favorite. It's out of this world. It's so good. And ever since I've had that, it's man, that's all I use on my pastas now because it's so delicious. A lot of beans sound dangerous. Yeah, definitely not something we would eat pre-stream. It would have to be an off night. It'd have to be an off night. Onyx and Stefan cook for I love it. I love it. I'm game. I'm game. I'm not a good cook, but I love to eat. Love the Maple Leafs. But bacon, how can you not like bacon? Ah, Chinese food and only A1 sauce. Oh yeah, Peter. You guys are talking. There you go. LP, Swiss Chalet sauce. Oh, LP. I haven't had Swiss Chalet in so long. Oh, so good. The problem with Swiss Chalet, LP, is it's so expensive now. I mean, it's always been expensive, but it is crazy expensive. Pizza toppings, pizza sauce, thin layer of cheese in your toppings, another layer of cheese, and don't take all day. Ooh, nice. I thought that was Mark, you're killing me tonight. Yeah, Costco. The problem with Costco is there's too much good stuff. I love it's always I just have to run into Costco for a few minutes. I just need a couple of things. $400 later. But it is really good. That white linen sauce is amazing. We'll buy 4 jars at a time. Sometimes 6. And it's good stuff. 150 hot dog, that's all it needs. That's all you need is that $1.50 hot dog. So good. Oh, you guys are killing me with all this food stuff. We love it, but we got a good hockey game going on here as well. A fantastic hockey game. 2-1 Vegas with the lead. The Oilers dominated that last period of play. They just have to do exactly what they've been doing. They got to keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Onyx dropping the Chuck Norris punch in. So good. I mean, the Oilers, I don't think the Oilers could have played any better of a period than they did in that last period. Crumble is so easy. Butter on oatmeal over apples. Pretty much. There you go. There you go. But it was, man, I just like to eat too much. And listen, admittedly, I am a bit of a picky eater. I kind of stay with my favorites, but I gotta expand. Eating garlic chicken sandwich from Pizza Pizza. I've never even tried that, Monty. Must be no name Schneider's. No, I'm feeling those Costco dogs are spectacular. Do you get to see the live chat after it's done, unlike the rest of his pets? Yeah, so Stefan, the way it works is once we end a stream, it will process, and usually it takes several hours to process. It's just so slow. Once it finishes processing, you can go in and see the live chat. The live chat should be available for everybody. It's only if I go in and I edit the stream, like let's say I want to cut out the beginning. or I want to edit something out of the stream. If we do any editing or if there's a copyright claim and we have to mute out a section, then it wipes out the chat. But 99% of our streams, you can go in and see the chat the next day, and that live chat will still be there. So sometimes I try to go back and scroll through it to see if there's anything I miss. Obviously, I can't do it all the time. If it's a 3-hour stream, I can't go back and watch the full 3-hour stream, but I do try and go back and see if I pick up on any other comments that are there. You ain't seen picky till you eat. Oh boy, feeling froggy. All right, sounds like a challenge. Every recipe has a cheat. Okay, sounds good. All right, let's go. We'll put the food on pause. We're going to get back to the hockey. Third period coming up. Look up the cheat code to make way. Okay, I will check it out. I will look up some cheats for sure. No worries. All right, let's go. I got to get some fluids in me. I'm actually getting hungry after all this hockey talk.
Struggles, but in the third period of that first round, Oilers outscored the Kings 14-6. So they've been coming
all right.
Outshot the Golden Knights.
We are good to go. Period number 3 starts right now. Excuse me. The Oilers going to start the third period with first possession. They're going to bring this one around, a little flip pass. Down in the corner, Oilers working it. Nugent Hopkins around. Hyman can't get it. Side of the net, the feet went all fuzzy. Excuse me. Yes, coming around. Vegas, little tip pass. Vegas bringing it in. Drop pass back to the line, going cross ice. Vegas up the middle, tip back to the line. Here's a long shot. Oilers going to knock it down. Vegas still coming. A shot going to go just wide. Back around, Oilers setting things up. If you need a recipe, you can check on every intermission. It'll be done by the end of the game. Hey, that would be pretty cool. Here come the Oilers. McDavid bringing this one in. McDavid stopping. Back to the line. Bouchard with a blast. It goes up and over. Side of the net. They score! The Oilers tie this game at 2 just like that. Holy smokes. I didn't see who got the last touch on. They put it around the side of the net, but it was McDavid who drove this one in, stopped, he fed it back. Bouchard's shot kind of got deflected. It went at the side. Draisaitl swiped at it. I don't think Perry touched it. Aiden Hill, I think it went off of Hill. It did. It goes off of Hill's pad and in. So Draisaitl is going to get credit for this goal, and it's all tied up. There you go. They've been pressing, and now we're back to square one. Tied at 2s. 2-2 Vegas and Edmonton. Brown, he's going to turn this one over. Vegas the other way. Let's see how they respond. Oilers had such a strong last period. Vegas, no more lead. Driving in the corner. Oilers trying to bring it around. They do. Henrique with it. Henrique to the point. Here's a shot. That one is fanned on by John Klingberg. Vegas turning it around. They're going to bring this one in. It's a pity goal. Here's Pearson's shot. That's going to get blocked. Monty, neither. That stuff I think is too bad for me to eat at this point. Cycling back around, dropping it back to the point. Cross ice. Here's a long shot. That one's going to go wide. Side of the net. Vegas still with it. Edmonton Bouchard picks it up. He's going to carry this one to the line. Gets it out. Vegas so able to regroup right at that red line, bringing it back in. And that's going to be a whistle right at the Edmonton line. So Vegas kind of scrambly here. Vegas kind of stuck, trying to regroup, get themselves back together. The Oilers were able to put this one in bright and early, just 57 seconds in to the third period. That's a big goal by Draisaitl. A big goal. Omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon, sardines, flax seeds, walnuts, whole grains, brown rice, tuna, whole wheat. So there you go. I like salmon. I'll eat salmon. I don't mind flax seeds. I don't mind walnuts. Don't mind brown rice. Had some brown rice in my burrito tonight. Yeah, I was smart. I ate before the stream. This down around in the corner. Let's go. Back to the kind of greasy. Hey, greasy goals and greasy foods. It all goes together, doesn't it? Draisaitl gets his 4th of the playoffs. 2-2, we're all tied up. Bouchard and McDavid picking up the assists. Oilers again going to chuck this one out to the middle of the ice. Going to pick this one up as Nurse dropping it back for Perry. Perry to Draisaitl. His shot gets blocked. You may tell Onyx that it's okay. I sleep on his couch tonight. Bouchard going to back this one up. Bouch with it, setting up behind his own net. Getting some line changes going. We're 3 minutes into this third period. Here's a long pass all the way down the ice. That's going to miss everybody but the Oilers. Arvidsson flying in. He negates the icing. This coming around. Arvidsson flying still with it. It's like Arvidsson is playing in fast forward. Holy smokes, was he moving. This background, Bouchard sending this puck down low. Oilers out of the corner. Another shot right in front again. And Vegas is going to pick it up. They're going to clear. Vegas getting it up to the red line. Pekosen back there. Vegas picks it up. They come in. Long shot. That's going to go just wide. Vegas starting to press. Starting to really press.
Cleared by Janmark up to Pekosen. And now Arvidsson.
Let's go. Dumping this one down in there. Trying to come through. Yeah, Rob Blake. Listen, he'd been with that organization a long time. And they've lost, was it 4 times in a row? 5 times in a row they lost to the Oilers now? It's one of those things where they just haven't been able to get it done. They've been making the playoffs. They can't advance, so you got to make a change. You got to make a change. Oilers going to back this one up, setting things, trying to work this across. They give it away. Klingberg gets it back. Klingberg, long pass up the middle, down to the Vegas blue line. They put it in. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins giving chase. He's in on the forecheck. This coming around. And that's going to be an icing call against Vegas. 15-34. It's coming all the way back to the Vegas side of the ice. Go Oilers. Go Oilers. Oilers are going all right. They are going. 15-34. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Appreciate it. We're 3 subs away from 630. Let's see. Can we pick up 3 more subs? Bouchard with this one. He's going to play it down deep in the corner. McDavid, he's trying to work through. Perry is there and open. Bouchard is pinching up. The full team effort here for this Oilers line. And this is going to come back up. I make a loaded baked potato salad where I use bacon grease. Make my own mayonnaise. Interesting. Oilers behind the net, going to send it over. Bouchard trying to get things going. He's going to get hit, but throws the puck down the ice. Oilers putting it right in on goal. Aiden Hill going to catch it, play it, leaving it here for Zach Whitecloud. Whitecloud lost the puck, had to go back and get it, rips it up the boards. Vegas forced back into their own zone. Great job. The Oilers' forecheck is continuing to press right now. Their forecheck is absolutely crushing it. Back through the neutral zone. Vegas at that red line trying to go cross ice again. They have to go backwards to go forwards. What I get from sarcasm. Here comes Nurse. Nurse on the move. Going to bring this over the line. Here's Connor Brown driving in. He's going to get bumped into Aiden Hill. Aiden Hill takes the spill. Oh my, are you kidding me? So they're going to call goaltender interference. Here's a quick shot that's going to go wide. Oilers going to get a penalty. I want to see a replay on this one because in full speed, it looks like the Oiler player, Connor Brown, was body checked into the Vegas goaltender. And let's see the replay. So Connor Brown drives towards the net, nifty little move. And yes, so there's the bump. There's the bump by Howden. Brett Howden comes in and hits Connor Brown, and because of that hit, Connor Brown hits the goaltender. This is a horrendous call by the official. Listen, I'm all about protecting our goalies, as we talked about with Stolarz. But Connor Brown gets put into the goaltender by the Vegas Golden Knight player Howden. So this should not be a goaltender interference call. Horrendous call again by the officials. So Vegas gets gifted a power play. Off the draw, Kulak going to hammer this one around the boards, and it's going to come all the way down the ice. This is where Edmonton needs to keep their composure. They've been outplaying Vegas big time. It should be a call because I'm a Vegas fan. Boyd. Love it. Pickard going to play this one up the boards, and this is going to come all the way down the ice. Vegas regrouping. On the move, you can see where the shots are. The Vegas shots are a little hard to see in that light X, but their shots have really been sporadic. The Oilers, however, are jamming up that left side, that bottom face-off circle, where a majority of the shots are coming from. But both their goals down low. One of the Vegas goals is down low, and here's where that other shot came from, that other goal. But Vegas doing a nice job getting in here, and Picard playing well, closing things up. It's 2-2, Anthony, 2-2. We are all squared away here. 2-2, all tied up. 13:24 to go. Off the draw, Darnell Nurse giving a little shot here. Off the draw to Olofsson. Afsel, how's it going? Canadian teams won't be helped by the refs.
Cassidy mentioned it usually takes a little time for the animosity to build in a series. This one's been pretty fast-paced.
Off the draw, Vegas back to the point. Setting this one up. Here's Eichel with a long shot. That's going to go wide. Down in the corner behind. Nurse going to pick it up. Nurse gets taken down. Where's the call there, referee? This back around. Nurse going to clear it. He gets dumped. Down in the corner. Nurse trying to catch up with this one again. He can't. Bouchard swinging at it. He can't get it. Vegas around. Back to the point. Setting it up. Here's a one-timer. That one's going to get blocked. Gator, what's going on, my good man? Welcome in. Only shots are easier to see because they have twice as many. Here's a long shot that's going to go just wide. That's true, Gator. That is very true. Eichel. He's going to flip this one. That's going to get knocked down. Back around, back to the point. Here's another shot, side of the net. Picard is down, going post to post. Bouchard watching his man. Vegas to the line. Here's a one-timer, and that one's going to get blocked by Nurse. He flexes out the leg. Oilers pinching them up on the boards. 18 seconds left. Theodore putting this one across. Taking a look. Eichel down low, side of the net. They're going down for the block. Jam play. Picard is down, and the Oilers going to absolutely sit on top of the Vegas player in front of the net. There you go. That's how you do it. Triple overtime tonight. I'll pass. I'll tag somebody else in. Surfing Owl, what's going on? Hurdle is a little slow to get up as he got absolutely flattened in front of that net, digging for that puck. Absolutely wild. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. We're getting very close to 150 likes. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. And we need 3 subscribers to get up to 630 on the subscribe board. So make sure you hit that subscribe as well. Tomorrow night, we're right back here, 7 o'clock for the Leafs and the Florida Panthers Game 2. Game 1 was a blast, and hopefully Game 2 will be just as exciting. Whiplash, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome in. Hurdle the Turtle. He looked like a turtle there. He got taken down hard. He's got those nice cuts under the eye. Dog, welcome back. Waiting for the draw. Draw going to be the left of the tender. There it is. Scrambled draw. 2 Vegas Knights are down. Oilers going to come away with it. It's McDavid. McDavid bringing it down. He's going to feed this one across. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Oilers have it in the Vegas zone. Vegas going to work this one up far side of the ice. They're going to bring it out. Crossing back over to the near side. Now they roll it down into the Oilers zone. Picard is out to play it around the boards. 11:45 to go here in period number 3. And we are all tied at 2s. We are all squared away. This is going to be played to the line. It's going to come out. Vegas bringing it back into the Oilers zone. Oilers D got to watch themselves. Here's a long shot. It's blocked in front. Oilers, Draisaitl playing it around behind the net. They're setting this one up. Let's go. Time is ticking. Who's going to get the next goal in? 6 shots for Vegas in this period. Only 2 for the Oilers, and part of that is because of the power play. This is going to be moved up. Oilers trying to take it away in the middle of the ice. They do. Vegas keeping it in. Nice draw. Putting this one down low in the corner. Barbashev going at it. It's going to come in the middle. Oilers going to move this up. Arvidsson. His pass is going to get knocked down. Vegas turning around. Let's go. Here comes Vegas. Vegas down the far side, dumping it in. Kulak is going to back up. He's going to give it over to Bouchard. Bouchard taking a look. Long pass. Kind of misses everybody. But here comes Edmonton shooting. That's going to go wide. Rebound in front for Henrique, and he puts it up and over the net. The Oilers catching up. They're crushing it right now. The Oilers came flying in after that long pass. They're able to find the puck, bring this one in, and get a big scoring opportunity. And this is going to go up and out of play. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. What a pace. What a game as we officially pass the 12 o'clock marker here on the East Coast. They are going to take a commercial break. For those East Coasters that are with us, thanks for sticking around. Of course, if you're East, thank you for being here. We know it's a late one, but it is a good one, and what a great hockey game we have here today. Round 2 so far is looking absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I can't wait for tomorrow. Leafs, Panthers, cannot wait. Can the Leafs go up by 2? We had some family at the game last night. They said the vibe in the building was absolutely unreal. We got a little souvenir hockey puck, which was so nice, but they had a great time. Alozo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, those Golden Knights. Oh, those Golden Knights. I'm in CSC, got to be up at 5 a.m., but I'm going to stay up. Hope your team wins. There you go. I don't have to be up at 5, but I got to be up. 7:30 tomorrow, I think my alarm is set for, so not too bad. Get a little bit of a sleep in. But it's going to be a long day tomorrow. Long day ahead of us. But hopefully we can get everything wrapped up in time so we can get set for the Leaf game. It's going to be a blast. But this is why we do it. We love our playoff hockey. We absolutely love our playoff hockey, and it's because of all of you that keeps us going. This chat, this conversation has been amazing. It has been wild. You guys are the show. All in now. Better late than never. There you go. Nothing like the vibe. And Mark, is that I don't know if I've asked you this before, and maybe I forget. Is that where you're from? Are you from there? Or are you residing there? Because I actually do know somebody who is residing there. Or at least they were. I don't think they moved. Oh, you're very welcome, Surfing Owl. All right, back from commercial break. Let's get going. I do have to go out east. I got to get a trip out east. Real Goose, what's going on? Kings were up 2-0. That they were. This being dumped down around the corner. Vegas is digging for it. Oil trying to push us into the Vegas zone. They do. Going to the corner. Kane is cycling around the net. Nurse going to keep this one in. Hyman can't come up with it. This back around and racing all the way back is Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins going to turn, play it around. Let's go. Here's a long pass. Oilers coming up and in. Oilers, Nurse spinning around. By the way, there's our link for our Discord server. If you're on Discord, you got to come and join us. People usually move away when the battery supply runs out. That's funny. This is going to be flipped up. I hear the winners there get pretty gnarly too. Kane coming in with a quick shot that goes wide off the boards. Hill going to swipe it back into the corner. Kane again coming out. He puts it in front. It's there in the slot. And Vegas going to pull this one away. Oiler a little stick lift. McDavid can't come up with it. This come down. You're a West Coaster. Thank you, Mark. I couldn't remember. Back in the Oilers zone. They're going to put it off the boards, getting it just outside the line. Putting this one across. Dumped right back in. Picard going to bump this one over. Here's Bouchard. Bouchard going to work this one up. Perry going cross ice. Oilers back over to Perry. Perry bringing it into the zone. He's going to try and deke, kind of tripped up over McNabb. McNabb playing it ahead. Bouchard going to start to back up. Vegas gets stood up there by Bouchard. Draisaitl picking it up. Draisaitl now, he's turning. Here comes Leon. Leon over the line, trying to send it cross ice. That's behind a breaking McDavid. Vegas coming back the other way. Vegas in, that's broken up here by the Oilers. Never had any interest in hockey before until I came to Edmonton. Let's go Oilers. Vass will welcome in. Welcome to the party. This down in the corner, Vegas can't get it going. Oilers going to pull it out. They just get it out of their own zone. Janmark playing it back. Now Edmonton dumping it deep. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go in this hockey game. We are tied at 2s. Oilers are pressing. Vegas giving it away in the neutral zone. Pokozin, he's coming in over the line, sending this one down low. Big collision there in the corner. Janmark, he can't get it. Klingberg goes to pinch in. He misses it. Back out, and this is going to be hammered right back in. Oilers doing everything they can do right now. Meg Ryan went to dildo, but Mark. This is going to be played up down. Vegas racing for it. They're going to bring this one in. Vegas stopping in the corner, turning around. The cycle is on. Vegas in the zone. They're looking quick back to the line. Here's a blast. That one is partially blocked. Vegas trying to get it again. Taking a look to the point. Another one-timer. That one's going to go wide. Off the boards. Edmonton trying to work this one up. They can't get it out. They put it deep. Oilers again looking, swinging it around behind the net. Here comes Edmonton, pass up the ice on the near side, hitting that red line and a little flip pass down in the corner. 7 minutes to go now. 7 minutes to go. We already had one game tonight go to overtime. Here we are in the second. Up over the line, it's going to be knocked out. Turning around is Brown. Brown carrying this one over to the line. He's going to bring, cycling in down below. Trying to get that for Frederick. He misses it. Kulak keeps this one in. Vegas going to play it up. Let's go. Somebody win it in regulation. Card sweeping it around. Bouchard going to play it around. Ethan, how's it going? Oilers and Leafs in the final. Would love to see it, Ethan. Would love to see it. Good luck on that bet. Here comes Edmonton. Long shot. That's going to be knocked down by Hill. Puck is still loose. We got an Oiler player down with a broken stick. Zach Hyman holding his face. He's going to pick up his stick. I guess it wasn't broken. He's going back in there. Puck's going to squirt free. Vegas picks it up. They're going to race this one out and put it in. Quickly turning, sending it back down the ice. Here comes Hyman. Hyman spinning around. Hyman has not done anything today. Drops this one back. Shot by Nurse goes wide. Draisaitl can't squeeze it. This keeps it in front. Hyman, he's going to peel off to the bench. Oilers keep this puck going. This cycle game is strong. Draisaitl, he's looking. Draisaitl in the corner, getting bumped around. And the Vegas Golden Knights going to bring this one out. And the Oilers back in their own zone up to Klingberg. Klingberg, he's going to put it to Corey Perry in the middle. Perry to McDavid. McDavid shooting. That one's going to get blocked. Holy smokes, 5.5 to go. End-to-end action right now. Vegas back in. They're cutting strong. Going down. Nice play there by Wallman. Draisaitl digging it free. Bouchard gets it back over to Wallman. Wallman has to go around Bouchard, uses him as a screen, and sends this one to the neutral zone. Vegas back at their own blue line, going D to D. They're getting things set up. Puck is going to move all the way down the ice. Here's a long cross-ice pass. Vegas setting it up, trying to put it in front. Knocked to the side of the net. Edmonton digging. Wallman is going to move this one. Taken away by the Oilers. Less than 5 minutes to go. We're tied at 2s. Oilers going to dump this one in. It's going to come around to the corner, trying to cut it off. Here the forecheck by the Oilers. They're buzzing. Oilers have the puck. Oilers spinning around. Down low behind the net. Holy, what a pace. Janmark, he's looking. Janmark going to spin around, trying to get it to Pokozin. He can't. Vegas, now it's their turn. They're going to tip it. They don't get it in deep. Nurse turning around. Long pass up to Pokozin. He brings this one into the Vegas zone. Down around behind the Vegas net. Janmark right back over to the point. Kulak keeping this one in to Brown. Brown behind the net. Brown coming up. 4:18 to go. Brown turns and shoots. That one's going to go wide back in the corner. Vegas setting this one up. They're taking a look. Long pass across. Vegas bringing it down, not into the Oilers zone. Edmonton stops them. Now they come in. Here comes Vegas. Excuse me, pardon me. Vegas coming in, side of the net. Oilers fighting to keep this one under 4 minutes to go. Under 4 minutes to go. Takes a funny hop off the boards. Oilers trying to dig this one free. Janmark trying to get this one. Kulak trying to get it. He's going to play it ahead. Here comes Edmonton. 3:40 to go. You got to be kidding me. 3:40 to go. Edmonton giving it away. Vegas dumping this one down. Wallman going to knock it down out of the air, trying to catch up to it. Around behind the net, Nugent Hopkins is in there helping out. They're trying to pull this one free. They can't do it. Now they clear. Here comes Edmonton, putting it towards the middle of the ice. Brown, his pass gets broken up. Vegas turning around, coming back the other way. 3:16 to go. They are motoring over the line. Here comes Vegas, turning around. Edmonton steals. The Oilers playing it across. Here's a long pass. Edmonton walking into the zone. A little drop back. Over to Hyman. Shoots. He scores! Zach Hyman is going to put this one in. Just as we were saying, Zach Hyman hasn't done anything. The Hymenator absolutely buries the shot with 3 minutes left to go. 3 minutes left to go, and Hyman absolutely makes no mistake with that shot. What an unbelievable blast. Zach Hyman drops the confetti. What a shot. Hill has been so good tonight, and this shot just finds a way through from the bottom of the faceoff circle, glove side, up and over. What a shot. Zach Hyman. Wow. Absolutely incredible. The Oilers take a 3-2 lead. Hyman has 3 goals in his last 3 games. There we go. 3:02. They put 2 seconds back on the clock. Oilers need to be careful now. If you're just coming in, welcome in. We need 6 more likes. 6 more likes. And of course, we need 3 subs, 3 subscribers. If you like our style of call, hit that subscribe. We want you to come back every night and hang out with us during the playoffs. Well, almost every night. Here's Draisaitl. He's going to play this one up. Edmonton trying to turn that corner again. Oilers keeping it in here. Oilers working hard. Over at the side, McDavid. McDavid, he's bumping around. Let's go. Matthew, how's it going? Vegas has 6 shots on goal since the first. Yeah, I agree with you there, Matthew. 1 in the second, 5 here in the third. Can the Oilers play sarcasm? Can they do it? That is the question. 2:20 to go. 2:20 to go. Vegas walking out of the corner. Oilers with a quick stick getting in there. Trying to fight this one through. Here's a long shot. That's going to go just wide. Back down. Vegas to the point. Vegas working this one in the middle. Here's a backhand across. It gets knocked down. Vegas over to Eichel. Eichel waiting. They haven't pulled their goaltender yet. Vegas shoots. That's going to go wide. Edmonton going to steal. Edmonton fighting for it. Here's a shot by Vegas. That one's knocked down. Comes to Hyman again. Brown. Brown cutting towards the middle. Connor Brown. He scores. Are you kidding me? Connor Brown with the steal and races this one home. And all of a sudden, the Oilers explode for 2 big goals in the last couple of minutes. Wow. And there it is, 6:30. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Unbelievable. Connor Brown with a burst of speed. He goes almost the exact same spot. Connor Brown, glove side. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Zach Hyman, who scored at the 16:58 marker from Kane and Nugent Hopkins, and now Connor Brown at the 18:13 marker from Bouchard. Unbelievable. Connor Brown has been super hot for this team. 4-2 now with 1:40 to go. 1:40 to go. Sarcasm, I guess that answers the question. The best way to play defense is score another goal. 1:30 to go. Vegas has it behind their net. Here comes Vegas, the goaltender, Aiden Hill, heading towards the bench. Edmonton trying to steal. This is going to be dumped in behind Picard. Oh, I wish Picard would have shot. A goalie goal would have capped off an amazing evening. Vegas to the line, putting it across. Here's a long shot. Big shot block there by Nurse. This in the corner. 1:10 to go. Time is ticking. Vegas is pressing. Oil going to flip this one out. Not too far down the ice, but enough where Vegas has to backtrack in their own zone. Last minute of play. Last minute of play. This one is flying up. Vegas going to dump it back. Edmonton, they clear, but it's going to be blown down as it hit a high stick. So we're going to get a whistle at center ice. A whistle at center ice. Now Vegas has to make the call. Do they want to put the netminder back in with a face-off at center ice? Or are they going to leave him out? But Zach Hyman, wow, puts the go-ahead goal in, and Connor Brown with the insurance. Can we celebrate? Mark, I don't know if that would fly. Not so golden tonight. LP, the Oilers have played a nice game. First period, it was Vegas. They played okay, but they disappeared in the second, and here in the third, Vegas tried to get it going, but it's been all Oilers. So it's a timeout called here by Vegas. Timeout. They are going to keep the net empty. They're going to drop a play. They're going to get things set. Now again, tomorrow night we're live about 6:45-ish with Game 2 of the Leafs and the Florida Panthers. I hope you will join us for that one. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be a great game tomorrow. Lots of hockey coming up the rest of this week. And into the weekend, we're going to get some more double headers going on. We're working every day to get more games scheduled as we look at the NHL schedule and compare our schedule. And we will get them up and posted. Here we go, off the draw. Nurse going to put it off the boards. Vegas trying to keep it in. They do. They hold this one in. They're pressing. Nurse in the corner watching his man Kulak over there as well. Side of the net. Draisaitl stick lift. He can't clear. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Nurse up on his man. Comes to Draisaitl. He's going to get it to the line. It squeaks out. Vegas is backing up. It's 6-on-5. Stolen by Brown. Brown is dancing in there. Comes to the Vegas blue line. Vegas working it up. 18 seconds to get 2 goals. Here's a quick shot in front. That one goes just wide. Picard trips up his man, and the puck is going to come, and he's going to hang on to it. 11 seconds to go. I think it's safe to say this one is going to be done. Samuel, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Welcome in, Vass. Everybody who hit that subscribe today, thank you so much. Welcome to our channel. 11 seconds to go. I believe this one is going to be done. Needed an offer. Off the draw. 9 seconds. Back to the line. Vegas shooting. That's going to get blocked. It's going to come out. 4, 3, 2, 1. This game is over. The Edmonton Oilers are going to pull off the victory. Game 1 is in the books. They do it. They do it. Unbelievable. The Oilers, I think, were the underdogs coming into this one, and they get some revenge, and they take game number 1, the all-important game number 1. What a win. A huge victory here for the Edmonton Oilers. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's break this one down a little bit. Here are the stats. Here are your goal scorers. Starting from the beginning, Mark Stone, he picked up his 3rd from Carlson and Theodore. Stone then got his 4th from Eichel. Corey Perry, he got it. Continue. There we go. Oh, looks like there was an issue. Corey Perry, he got 1 from McDavid and Draisaitl. No scoring in the second period. And then it was Draisaitl from Bouchard and McDavid, Hyman from Kane and Nugent-Hopkins, and then Connor Brown gets it done with the insurance. What an incredible, incredible night here. Oh, where did our stats disappear to? Oh, there we go. All right, 3 stars of the game, Hyman, Stone, and Draisaitl. This was awesome. Get some sleep. Thank you, Loso. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. This has been a fun night. What a great hockey game. We're back here tomorrow night. Leafs, Panthers. I hope you'll join us for that one. Thank you so much to all the mods for helping us do what you do. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all of our gifters, Onyx, Dan S, Mega. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Welcome in, Sandy, to our membership team, our members group. And of course, thank you to all of our channel members. We appreciate you all so very, very much. For all of us here at the Samuel B12 Experience, I hope you had a great night. And oh, we got a birthday. Whose birthday? Whose birthday is in the house? Let's see. Did I miss a birthday? Whose birthday? Whose birthday? It's my mom's official birthday now. She passes 2013. Oh, well, Stefan, well, happy heavenly birthday for sure. And we wish you all the best. We know these days can be not the easiest of days, but Stefan, we're with you there, buddy. Sorry for your loss. And thank you for letting us know and sharing that with us. So we got you. We got you, buddy. We got you. So let's go. It's going to be a tough game too. Yeah, Joshua, it is going to be a tough game too. This was a great game, much, much better than we expected. But let's see how game twos go tomorrow. Second round, so good. Love great hockey. Thank you again so much. We'll see you all tomorrow night, 6:45. We go live. Join us whenever you can. You're going to be teleported over there when we end this stream. So make sure you set that reminder and hit that like button on the other stream as well. Have a great night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Yes, we love our playoff hockey. Take care.